Start the recording, start the streaming. I think this one, I don't know why I said that with such a weird intonation. It's streaming. This one's going to be kind of wild, I think, because I think the daylight savings differences are still in effect between UK and some other places. Or maybe it's not. I don't remember when it was decided, Rad. Everything will be realigned once again. We currently have no music because ChillHop doesn't let me sign in at the moment, so that makes it rather difficult to play anything. But that does mean at least for the drawing section we'll probably put back on lo-fi chill beats to write letters to, whatever that game's called. What is that game called? I can't even remember it now anymore. Hold on, I know it. Kind words. There we go. Good day, my dear DeerDarling. Might this seat be taken? Of course not, please. Take a seat, Nunward. Enjoy the ride. Hope you have safe travels. Where might one be going on this fine day? As I might as well get the game open, so we at least have some music in the background rather than just nothingness. Here we go. I don't remember what music's like in Is a Seat Taken. I imagine it as light, jaunty fun. Which is perhaps a bit of an ambiguous descriptor, but still. First hour pre-game monologue about music. You got it. I could probably monologue for 1 hour. If I had like a... Well, actually, I could probably just give myself my own theme or something. I would say my monologuing abilities... Hello, Slime. Welcome, welcome. My monologuing abilities have become far superior ever since DMing for like 2.5 years now or something. No, 2 years, I think. Tell us about your thoughts about the decline of a Bronze Age. Well, that one's going to be difficult because I'd have to basically make stuff up because I'm going to be honest, I'm not that much of a historian. Like, I'm not the type who's fascinated by history. If you are, more power to you. I don't really know what happened in the Bronze Age, except for I guess it's the discovery of usage of bronze tools. And I guess if a decline about it would be the fact that more abundant and better materials and practices came in. Well, I suppose, I don't know what follows it, Iron Age or something. Does that make any sense? When is the Bronze Age? You know, I'm going to look this up. Let's all get a little bit more educated today. Unless you're an expert in the Bronze Age, in which case then, I don't know. It started, well, it was actually really long, through 3300 BC to 1200 BC. So what followed it? By technological eras, Iron Age. It wasn't Iron Age. Okay, there we go. Iron Age considerably shorter. It's hard to find experts on the Bronze Age these days. Yeah, I've been trying to interview someone who's lived through the Bronze Age, but it's been proving really difficult, you know. No, not up to date. As I get with the times. When's the last time anyone used bronze? I can't think of anything which is sort of like I know is made of bronze, you know. Like what's bronze often used for nowadays? Because obviously different metals have different properties. You know, some things are like superconductive, like gold and silver, while also being decorative, jewelry-wise. What's bronze known for? I guess it's like it's mostly copper, so probably you use it for pipes, maybe? I don't know. What else? Some piping parts. Copper pieces. Well, that's not copper, I guess that's bronze. Bronze medals, which probably aren't even made of bronze, really. Anyway, that's not the point. The point is, we're not determining the quality of certain metals. We are determining whether the seat is actually taken or not. Cover more valuable metals. Scam people with fake gold. Fool's gold. Pyrite, which I remember from primary school for no apparent reason. Mainly because one of my good friends at the time brought in just like a rock of pyrite that his older brother, I think, got from a school trip or something. I don't know. It's like some show and tell sort of deal. I don't recall. But it's locked in my memory. But I will say pyrite, at least the chunk of pyrite he brought in, does not even look like gold. Okay, to be fair, actual pyrite definitely looks a lot more like gold. Well, I mean, the colour feels a bit off, but I can see it. Because I guess the chunk he brought in must have had like pyrite ore or something inside of it, because it looked mostly like a rock, I would say. My seat last week was so comfortable that I might have fallen asleep. How did the seat taken storyline take us so far? So we are traveling. I can't even remember where you know, where are we now? We went to London. I don't remember why. We're going to New York, and I don't remember exactly why. We're following the person's story and finding a pop star or something. You know what? I'm sure it'll do a recap for us. We'll have a vague idea of what's going on, because now we're in New York, baby. I'm walking here, so keep that in mind. Oh, I hate commuting. It's getting hot out here. You picked the right train car, then. This one has AC. Let's sit close to it so you can cool off. Hope you remember to turn it on today. Do you ever think these wheels just look like very scary looking eyes peeking out from underneath the train? Anyway, it might take an adjustment period for us to get back into how to play this game, but you are sensitive to the cold, but you have no symbol. You want to talk to someone, you don't like strong odors. Okay, you're a backpack. You're hot. Hot damn. Cover police and fireman. Wait, so hot is... Oh, anything on this row? Okay, anything on this row. Got it. Well, okay, you lot need to be together. For sure. Oh, that's not a four-seater. Wait. Oh, this gives an interesting thing, because I guess a bag doesn't need to be in the AC. Okay, you two need to talk to each other. You don't like strong odors. No one has a strong odor. I wonder if a strong odor plus AC permeates it throughout the entire thing. I want to be with someone. Okay, so we need... Wait, sensitive to cold. Yeah, okay. Well, you can be with this person then. You're hot, you want to sleep. You want to be with your parents alone, you want to talk to someone. I cannot stand talking. Okay, well, you just go in the corner then. You're sensitive to cold, so you can go here. And then we just pack this stuff. I will say that this part feels like, because obviously luggage doesn't have any complaints, it almost feels too easy to pack these things. You can toggle air conditioners. Indeed, indeed. Alright, now this is the interaction I want to see. Does stink and AC has no interaction. Okay, noted. Okay, we have any talkers? You're sensitive to cold, but you want to talk. Okay, we'll have to do this. I'm gonna move you over here. Okay, stinky. Cannot stand loud music, but you're okay with talk. Oh, you're sensitive to that. You're not though. Wonderful. You do not want to be next to a kid. You want to sit in the direction of a vehicle and you're hot. Okay? You want to be alone and you're hot. You do not like strong odors. Well, that's going to be tough. You don't like music. Okay, it's getting there. You're wearing too much cologne. But you don't like smells. Why do you wear so much cologne then? Okay, good enough. What if we just left all that luggage here? What do they think about that? Okay, nice. Easily done so far. So it's more just like, regional-based sittings. I assume wherever we go for the last one's going to combine everything we have together, which is going to be an absolute nightmare, I think. Oh, who's this? I cannot even remember what voice I gave him, so hopefully it wasn't that important. You want to talk to someone? Okay, there's only one other chatter, so... You want your backpack, right? Sure. I really need to sneeze right now. Ugh. Okay, you three want to be with your friends. Okay, so we need to move people. Okay, well, we'll figure it out after, because we need everyone here. Does that count as being alone? No. Well, I guess you don't have to be here, but you do want to be alone. Oh, no, you want to be alone. Oh, because they're chatting. Yes. Well, there's only 3 of them. Oh, one wants to play music. Dang. Okay, well. Well, you're not hot, right? Yes. Okay. You're not hot either. It's only you're hot. Okay, that's fine. But you want to sleep, which I'm not sure is very possible at the moment. Unless one of you is okay. Oh, you're okay with that. What? Oh, wrong person. Okay, loud music. You're lonely. You want to sleep and you want to be with Nat. You want to sit in the direction of a vehicle. Okay. Do not like strong odors. Dang. I had to move you. Okay. Okay. Nope. You don't like strong odors. Ah! Do you care about strong odors? You don't care about strong odors. What have we not done? Oh, we haven't done the luggage. It's like, what have we even got left? There's no one here. Oh no. This arrangement is not possible. With my current configuration. We need to do something slightly different. Oh, I had it there and then I threw it away by accidentally putting the fishing rod away. Oh my gosh, a saxophone, please. Come on. There we go. Wonderful. Cologne smells better than sweat? I think that's fair. I think that's a very reasonable thing. I don't know. I'm trying to think, what would my conditions be if I sat on this train? Or things in general? I would definitely be, like, I don't think I think it would be, I'd be a rare one. It'd be like, I want to sleep, but I don't care about loud music. I probably would be somewhat sensitive to smells. Like, it depends how strong these smells are, I think. But I'd probably be like, I want to sleep. Direction of vehicle, I want to be with your parent, Ray. Okay. You cannot stand loud music, but you want to talk with someone. Oh, you're sensitive to cold. You want to be alone. I think we have to turn on the other AC now. I'm not sure if this is possible. Because we need you two together. And as one of these people, we can move. No, you can't, okay. You want to be alone. Oh no, you're sensitive to cold. I thought you were hot. Whoops. That's my bad. So we're chatting. With too many people. You want to be with your parent, Ray. Okay. Oh, but you're hot. Oh, but you want to sit in the direction of a vehicle. Ah. Okay. You will be, I want to sleep and cannot be seated next to someone with a puzzle. That's true, can't concentrate. No, I'm like insanely good at sleeping on transport. Like literally anything could be happening. I would fall asleep. I'm it's so good that I can get on like at anything, like on a train station for whatever, and I'd be like, I need to get off at this stop, so I sleep and I wake up like a stop before my stop. Like I have like some crazy internal timer that just goes subconsciously, this is when you need to wake up. I'm trying to think what it would be. It would definitely be I want to sleep, because I always sleep on transport. Could I see myself wearing too much perfume? Maybe. I probably wouldn't want to be next to someone who was particularly stinky, I guess. I don't think I'd want the AC on, depending on the, the climate. But it would probably be like, I want to sleep and I'm sensitive to cold or something. Anyway, I completely forgot what I was doing. You want to be next to another kid, you're wearing too much cologne. Why are the kids wearing cologne anyway? So I think what we actually have to do is we have to switch around the AC, which is going to be insane. Because I think the people have to be... No, you have to be in the direction of a vehicle. No, wait. No, we have to put on both ACs now. I think these three make it impossible not to, right? Because these two have to be in the direction of a vehicle. Unless this counts, does it? No, it doesn't. Like, they have to be on a 4-seater. These two have to be in the direction of a vehicle. But this one's hot as well. And that's, so yeah, it has to be over the two ACs. That's crazy. Well, you can be next to another kid. You can't breathe, we'll move you up. You're freezing. Okay, this is going to be tough. Okay, these two can move. These two, thankfully, are not that big of a deal. Okay, you're upset. Why? Because you're sensitive to cold and you want to be with someone. Right, there's not a lot of places I can actually put you. Right, but this is actually almost impossible, I think. Because you're sensitive. No, wait, what? Am I losing my mind? Is this an impossible puzzle? There must be an interaction. Okay, so from base principles, the key parts are the fact that... Oh, wait, you're not sensitive to cold, actually. So this is fine. Probably. So probably you go here instead, then you go here. Okay, I didn't see that. I didn't see that you were... I thought you were sensitive to cold for some reason. No, we need someone to sit with you. Who doesn't mind being cold. You don't like strong odors, though. This is hard. You want to be with someone who doesn't mind music, which used to be you, Hiroshi, but now... No, it wasn't you. We need someone who doesn't mind loud music. Doesn't need to be in the AC. Well, I want to do you. Why don't I do you? It's because you want to sleep. I don't think this is possible. I don't think you can sleep anywhere. I'd have to do this, but then I'd put you somewhere else. Oh, no, you can't. Okay. Oh my gosh. It's actually quite... do you consider doing luggage first, so when you're done with people, you instantly see you're good? You didn't read my message, Essence. It takes time, okay? Like, I'm not always looking at the chat. I am trying to do this. You would be want to sleep and cannot be seated next to someone with... Oh, I did actually just skip it out. I see. My apologies. That's not a bad idea. I mean, I suppose we can do that. Either way, I don't think it matters too much. Sorry, so what can we even do here? Is there a way to, like, reset everyone? Because I feel like that'd be useful. Because you three have to be this. You have to have both ACs on. And you three have to be here. I guess you don't have to be in this arrangement, so we could, like, switch them around. But it's you two are a problem. Neither of you two have to be in the AC, right? No. You have to be in the AC. Can you be in the AC? No, you have to not be in the AC. But you have to be out the AC. Wait, can I put you over here? No, you need to sit in the direction of a vehicle. Wait, maybe we can swap you with someone. Let's figure it out. Nope. Where did Nat go? Oh, Nat's over here. Where can I put you? It's only in these seats or these seats. Wait, something is wrong here. something is horribly wrong. Okay, you two have to be next to each other. The family here and the friends here, they can move around. That's fair, right? You're hot, you want to be alone, so you can only be in one of these four. Oh, you don't even like bad smells. I don't know why I put you here. Okay, you two have to be together. You're sensitive to a cold. You two can be in the direction, but you just want to sleep, that's fine. You want to read a sensitive by cold. Whoa, so wait. So these ones have to be like this. You have to be in one of these seats. You have to be in one of those seats. You want to be with someone. Maybe we should figure you out. Who can we put with you? Because you want to sit in a direction. You don't like strong odors, but you're not sensitive to cold. We're to put you somewhere over there. You don't like bad smells. You want to be... What exactly suggests you... Okay, guys, get out of a train. But he has to sort it out. It's absolutely true. What suggests you need both conditioners enabled? That's why I feel like I need it here. Because these three need to sit next to each other. Because both of them want to be with a parent, but these two need to sit in the direction of a vehicle. So the fact there's three of them which need to sit together means they need to be in a four-seater, and these two need to be sitting on the left side. But the problem is that forces this kid to be on the right side, facing backwards. Unless this counts as being... No, it doesn't count. Okay. And since they're both hot, they both need the AC on. So I don't see how this is possible without both ACs on. Because of his family right here. So, sensitive to cold. I guess we could put you in front. Seems inefficient though. So hot and shower. Hot and alone. Play loud music, sensitive to cold. I want to be with someone. So who can we put next to you? Not you. You don't like bad smells. So that's okay. You want to be next to another kid. So if you want to read sensitive, that's fine. We could actually put you two here because you don't make any noise. Okay. Okay, there we go. I'm not sure what the big change was around here which allowed this to work, but I think maybe it was these two being put over here? I'm not sure. Either way, it works now, so there we go. Can the parent sit on the opposite side? The parent cannot, because the parent needs to be facing the direction of travel. You had like a surfer bro accent or something? Hello, New York! I don't remember what voice you had, to be honest. It all feels like a dream to me. You can't be dreaming. This is a city that never sleeps. I hope you're right. I usually am. Now let's go find the Big Apple. I'm starving. I guess that wasn't really an ugh sound, was it? Completed. Nice. The train can continue. We don't have to have that larger stop at thing. Oh yeah, classroom. I forgot about this one. Oh, grab a pen. Open the desk drawer from the classroom. I probably should interact with things more to try and see if there's more things. Okay. You cannot see well from far away, so you need to be near the front. Helps others. You need to copy other student. Copies other. Well, you two can copy each other. Why not? Actually, no, we shouldn't do that. We should be more. Want to chat, cannot see well from far away, but chatting is distracting, isn't it? Yes, okay. So you need to be at the front. You also need to be at the front. So, without loss of it's not without loss of generality. We're missing a desk. Easily distracted, has a crush on Breeze, okay? Needs help. Does not like being helped, okay? Does not like being copied, does not like being helped. Okay, well, you two can just go next to each other and do nothing. Needs help. We need you here. You don't like being helped. And you lot can just copy. Okay, nice. Is the teacher ungrabbable? I guess not. They also don't have a name, they're just called teacher. 2 more students are joining our workshop today. Hi everyone. Nice to meet you all. My method is simple but effective. Oh yeah, that was it. They were the top 2 performers in that other class in London or whatever, so they've been sent to New York. Oh yeah, they're in New York. I'm working it. My methods are simple but effective. You split into groups of 3 and produce a short film together. Make your best shot and you'll get it presented at a prestigious film festival. Let's see what you can do. Surely this Mohawk person's going to be on our team because they're the only Drew. They're the only person who has a distinctive feature about them. Okay, glug glug glug. Sorry, drinking water. You cannot see well from being far away. Okay, you, Teo, has a crush on David. Okay, everyone has crushes on each other apparently. Okay, Breeze, you need to be near the front. I think that's out. That's it. Okay. Who needs help? You need help. You help others. So you two have to be next to each other. Everyone hates being helped right now. So we'll do this. What? Okay, copies of a student easily distracted as a crush on that. As a crush on Theo. Your love? My love, my love, my love. Does not like being helped. Okay, okay. It doesn't look like we could be divided in groups of 3 perfectly. That's also true. You can all be in groups of 3 except for one of you can't. Heard you're looking for a 3rd musketeer. I'm Drew. Actually, we're looking for someone to join us with a group project. I'm in the same boat. Let's hitch our wagons together. Aren't you in another group already? They gave me the boot for using too many metaphors. In that case, welcome aboard. Meet Drew. Visit any scene with Drew. Does not like being... Okay. What's going on? Needs help. Cannot see well from far away. Okay. Theo, of course. Theo and Breeze, you two need glasses. There's a lot of people who need help, actually. Okay, so. Theo and Breeze. You need help, okay. Well, you can be helping. Don't like being helped, well, you can be back here. You need help? Sure. You don't like being helped? Well, we'll put you here. Ooh. Yeah, okay. The classroom one's a lot easier, perhaps for the fact that we have a smaller scale here. Wow, a pentagon shape. Yes. Okay, where's Theo and Breeze? Where's Breeze? Where's Theo? Theo's up here somewhere. Okay. As always, we just start with these two. He needs help. You want to chat? Okay, well. Does not like being copied. But you need help. You have a crush on Theo, okay. Does not like being copied. How do you copy from someone behind you? Eh. Oh no, I've messed it all up. Your help, okay. We just need to... Wait, who needs help? Oh no, no one needs help. No, you need help. Okay. Well, you're already being helped, so I guess we can do this, right? Okay, nice. Easy enough. Classroom, super easy. You just turn around to look. Is that kind of like obvious, way? Presumably the problem with the copying here is like, if there's some sort of examination where you're meant to be doing your own work. Unless it's like copying each other's notes, in which case I don't really see what an issue is with that, necessarily. Perhaps some people are just pernickety about it. But my assumption was like it was like an assessment or something where you're meant to use your own individual work. In which case the teacher's probably like, stop copying each other. So turning around to look feels like the most obvious thing in the world to me. I guess also, now I think about it, there's another thing, which I always thought about when I used to watch Recess. Because the American, like, desk structure system, and also actually got quite a few others. Like, I think Japan's also similarly like this, right? But you all have your own individual desks, right? Separated by like half a meter or something between each other. I don't know. In the UK one, at least, in primary school, we always had like desks of, like, we had like tables of 6, all like facing each other, like office style, I suppose. It'd be like this table of 4 here, except for there'd be another 2 people at the end here, sitting this way, or something similar. And then in secondary school, we'd have like long rows, essentially, like almost like university lecture style things. Or we had some crazy ones, actually. We had a science classroom, which was basically like 2 mega round desks, and then 1 desk in the center. It was like an eye. But we'd always have like these crazy arrangements, which basically like whiteboard up here, and then we'd have like U shapes or something around the outside. In that space, copying makes sense because someone's like, one doesn't make sense. It seems less obvious because people are right next to you. But in the system where you have your own individual desks, like surely copying means you had to like look over like a pretty far distance. It was always a great waste of time to move the desks around every other week. Why would you have to move it so often? The desks and things. I don't know why I remember. I feel like I remember the seating arrangements of like almost every single classroom I had in secondary school, which is such useless knowledge, but it's something I remember. Anyway. These co-working spaces are so efficient. Yes, let's maximize efficiency by getting a table near a water cooler. Better yet, let's just move it closer to us and hope no one notices. Oh, we asked the teacher if we could change a layout and then wasted half a class. That's so funny. I can't believe the teacher was like, yeah, I mean, just allowed that to happen. But aren't you all on individual desks? Can't you just get up and sit in someone else's seat? Oh, no, wait, hold on. That's the other thing, right? Because you have the desks are like the hollow desks where you like lift up the thing and you have stuff inside them, right? Because I remember in primary school, the closest we had to that is we had like trays or like drawers, which can be, the tables had like built-in drawers which you can remove and you'd put your stuff in. And then if you had to move seats, you basically take out your entire drawer and switch it with the other person's drawer. But in secondary school, we just all brought our bags in. And then we weren't allowed to bring our bags into school, not in school. We had to use a locker system, which was not popular, but honestly was probably a lot better. In the 2 schools I was, the desks were designed to have 2 chairs next to each other. Yeah, that sounds... I feel like that's basically what I had as well, except for we would, like, all the desks were always, like, joined up. So it would always be in, like, long groups. I can't think of anything where it was just 2 and 2s. The closest would have been our maths class, which was like 2-4-2, 2-4-2, 2-4-2. But I think it was much more common to basically have like extremely long tables or just rows of people. We had 2 people tables, so we would move them into 6 people groups or 4 people groups, etc. Okay, that sounds pretty similar to what I had. We weren't allowed to move the tables all that often, or like ever. But I also think that if we wanted to move seats, we would just move seats. But to be fair, we also weren't in pre-sixth form, which is like pre-high school, quote quote. We had like assigned seating, but then when you get to sixth form, you can just sit wherever you want, to be honest. But everyone just sits in the same seat anyway, because they have people, like we all have our friend groups, right? And it's like, well, obviously I'm going to sit with my friends. But yeah. Benny, well, I already read that. Okay, what's going on here? You're wearing too much cologne, Amelia. Water cooler. Oh, interesting. Okay, so we have props that people want. I want to be able to focus on work. What does that mean? I like how they have pre-set up laptops and monitors or something. You do not like to work. What? What does that mean? What does I want to work? Regional manager? The boss is what? Oh, you don't want bosses watching you, I see. I want to be next to a plant and you want to be alone. Okay, well, you can be over here, I guess. Interesting. Okay, well, you two maybe should be just next to each other. I want to meet with Teo. I want to meet with Lucia. But you also want to be next to a vending machine. Okay. I need a computer. Smelly. You don't like to work. Oh, you don't like to smell a cologne. I'm the assistant of a regional manager. What, do you have to be next to him? You do need to be next to him. You don't like to work. Okay, interesting. But this is a much more abstract, I think, definitions, it feels like. We got tables which you could fit, lift and store things inside, but then a child got his fingers clamped in and they forbidden us to use that function. Oh my gosh, what? That's such a school thing to do though. It's like one person does something, like by doing something obviously incorrectly, and then the entire thing gets banned. Mood. The code not working space. We want to be friends with a plant and a plant only. Fair enough. Plants can be good companies. Because I think that's a reason. Because like in my secondary school, we had bags, and what we had were like bag racks where people could put their bags outside of classrooms. So you take your bags with all your books and stuff, and you put them like on the bag rack, and then you take out the books for that lesson, and you go into that lesson. But then, I can't remember what happened, but then they basically took down all the bag racks to replace them with lockers, which were basically bag racks, but even more inconvenient now. But I can't remember why they did it. It was something really strange. Oh no, I think it was because kids kept leaving their bags out like overnight at school or something. I mean, maybe it was something like I don't know, it was something like that. And then they were just like, we can't have it. Or maybe someone got some stuff stolen because they did that. And I'm just like, that's kind of, why would you do that, to be honest? And then they were like, all right, everyone's going to have personal lockers and everything. But they didn't have locks in the lockers. You had to bring in your own lock as well, I remember. And everyone needed a lock, otherwise they'd get like a detention or something. But it was incredibly inconvenient because I remember you had to go to the locker to like get your stuff and then go to the classroom. But then it's like you would often have two classes back to back, and they could be on like other sides of the school. We might need completely different things, and it was just incredibly inconvenient, is what I remember. But luckily we only had that for 1 year, and then we got into sixth form where we were allowed to bring our bags into the lessons. But bringing your own lock in was so funny because, you know, a lot of us had like very normal locks. So there was always a method between, do you want the combination lock or do you want the key lock? Because a combination lock, you know, you don't need to carry around a key, but if you don't have things, other people can go get your stuff because you can share your combination with your friends and that sort of thing. Well, key lock is if I guess you want more secrecy or something. I had a key lock mainly because that was just a lock I had. We had. So it was like... Oh, actually, no, I think I bought it because I remember it was so silly. Like, we all had to go buy like school supplies and things, and one of the school supplies like on the list was we had to buy a lock that day. It was just ridiculous. But the thing that made it even like more stupid is because of the way like the locks worked. Basically, if you bought a really tiny lock, it wouldn't actually do anything with a locker. It would basically be a performative lock, which so many kids did. They just bought like a really, really tiny lock, put it on, and then you could just like lift the lock and it would open the locker anyway. So it didn't even do the purpose of what it needed to do to be a locker. And the amount of time that people like forgot their key or something was like, well, now I don't have access to my things, or like I couldn't open they forgot the combination. Oh no, that was a thing. Like people would change each other's combinations as well, and then be like, oh, I don't know how to get into my locker anymore. So then they'd have to get like the bolt cutters out. And it was just school supplies, books, locks, chains. Yeah, you know, we're crazy up in here. But that was the other thing, is there was this one type of lock, which was the most common combination lock. It was like this black one, 4-digit. And then my friend, fortunately, got it locked and he accidentally changed a combination, but he did it while it was off the locker. And then I took it home one day and I figured out how to break into these locks or whatever. So when people ever forgot what their combination was for their lock, they'd just be like, DeerDarling, she's got it. And I was like, don't worry, I can break into your lock. So yeah. Wait, what kind of lock is it so that it's so small it does nothing? It's not the lock doesn't do anything. It's because this is going to be so hard to describe, but basically the way the locker worked was it had a rotating handle and it had a hole in the bottom of the handle where you would put the lock in. And if a lock was big enough, like most like standard size locks were, it basically forced the handle to not turn. But the thing is, if you bought a really small lock, like one with a very thin arm, you could actually twist it in such a way that it didn't break. It didn't stop the handle from turning, so you could still open the door. That probably is really difficult to describe without a visual, but still. So it wasn't like locking like the usual lock where you have like something on the door, something off a door, and you're like locking those two things together. It was literally like locking the door handle. I think every school here you had to buy your own lock. Otherwise, you have to buy nothing else. Notebooks, pens, rulers, and whatnot are all provided. Which is the ideal way it should be, to be honest, but it's not. I even remember, like, before we started secondary school, we had a day where we had to go into school, and it would be like, you go around this entire, like, big, great hall, and there would be different stalls where you had to buy each of the things you needed. And there's so many things they tell you that you need for the school, but you don't. Like, I bought an atlas for geography because they were like, you need an atlas. And we needed it sometimes, yeah, but then the school also had atlases, which I just gave out to people, so... Is this where your love of puzzles started? I mean, maybe. Could be one and the same, I don't know. Let's see, regional manager, okay. Well, you don't actually need the board. Does anyone need the board? No. No, you need the board. No, you don't want the board, okay. Well, this is the not working table. This is a working table. You want to meet with Theo, you need a computer. You need to meet with Natalia. You want to be able to focus on work, you need a computer. Do you need a computer? You. Okay. We need to switch everyone around because you need a computer and you want to focus. You want to be a sage, okay? What? The boss is... How is the boss able to see? Okay, sure. What? Who's upset? You're upset. Your leader needs you. Is that good? That's good, okay. It's a pretty weird lock you described. I think I kind of imagine it. Boss's eyes on the back of his head, just like teachers. It's so true. It was a very unusual lock. Like, I wonder if there's a type of locker lock. There's probably like different ways to describe it. Let me see if I can find a photo of it. It was really specific. Because I've literally never seen that type of locker, I think, anywhere else. A padlock hasp? It was a mechanical lock. Padlock hasp. No, it was not a padlock hasp. I don't know, it was so specific. I guess when we get to the drawing section, I'll try and illustrate it so you can see, but it was very weird. And, I remember there was such a meta over the lockers as well. Because like no one wanted, because it was like three rows of lockers, with like the bottom locker, middle locker, and high top locker, and everyone had like their own preferences. But the middle locker was generally the worst though, because they were so tight knit. See, this is a thing as well. This was so ridiculous. Is the fact that everyone from the same class had to have lockers in the same area, basically. So you'd all start your day and you'd all basically be like, okay, first, you've all registered for the day and you had to go to your first period. But then everyone needs to get their stuff at the same time. Which is, so you have like 15 kids all trying to get into like a I don't know, like a 4 meter by 3 meter space to actually grab their stuff. So if you had a middle locker, you basically would just, you know, it was just awful experience a lot of the time because you just couldn't get your stuff. That's what I remember. And some of the lockers were in absolutely insane locations, because some of them were pretty good. Like, I remember in... I can't remember what year it was, to be honest. Maybe this was a no, does that make sense for sixth year? Maybe it was GCSE year. We had, like, a really central locker, which was great, because it was basically in the centre of the school. So if you need to go anywhere, it's fine. But some of the other years, we had lockers which were right in the corner of the school. So if you had a lesson, which was like in ours, it was like the humanities, like history and religious studies, was in the opposite side from where our lockers were, which was in the English block. You basically had to walk all the way across the school to get your stuff. Ours are also grouped by class, except for me, who had mine on the other side of the school. Yeah. Our lockers were also tiny, by the way. They were literally like, I think like 15 by 30 centimeters by maybe like 20 centimeters in or something. So it was basically just enough for a bag and your gym bag as well, hopefully, if you could fit it. So they weren't like these American lockers that you see in presumably the American high schools. I don't actually know because I haven't been to an American high school, but I see them in media. But like these like really tall lockers. Like you could not fit a person in our locker. You could fit, if you had 3 of them stuck together, maybe you could fit 1 person in. Oh, but I also remember in sixth form we had other lockers as well, but they were so tiny. They were basically like mailbox letters, which I guess is maybe for like letters, not letters, laptops and stuff, but still. Regional manager wants to be alone. Okay. There's no sub-regional manager. Sure. You need a computer. Okay. What? Why does it look like that? What? Did you see that? It said, I want to be next to a water cooler, but it said it so weirdly. How did it do that? I thought like I was having a moment there. Okay. Sorry, I saw there was a group of people who needed... Okay, you 3 need to be together. You need a computer, you need to meet with Theo. Okay, sure. You need to meet with Emery, and you need a computer. Okay, then it probably makes sense for you lot to be here. And you need a water cooler here. Okay. Do not want to be next to a vending machine. I do not like work. Okay, well you can go here as long. Where's the other sleeping person? Want to be a focus? You need a computer. Personal space? What the? Too many people need a computer. Unless you need a laptop. Okay, laptop counts apparently. Fair enough. You want to be next to a board. You don't like cologne. You need a computer. Oh. Dang, this is gonna be tough. Okay, nice. Oh, it's another instance of I forgot to shower and I later to use. Oh, I do remember you mentioning that last time. It's just a bug, I suppose, with it. Not displaying properly. It looked like a ransom note. Or like the water smudged the text, and I was like, what's going on? That's so immersive. They're next to the water cooler when they spilled it on their own text. First draft of our script is due tomorrow. We still don't have it. I've got it. In a world overrun by zombies. Vito, I want to make something chill. In a world overrun by chill zombies. Let's keep brainstorming. Brainstorm. Also, why wouldn't they just let you bring your bags into the classrooms and do the weird coat rack thing instead? I don't know. I guess it's because the people were just... It's probably because this is something which predated me. I bet it was something like, oh, people would put their bags out in, like on the floor and people would trip over them and it's like a safety hazard or something along those lines. I don't know. It was a wild way. Oh, restaurant. Haven't done this for a while. There was a lot of very random things that our school did, but who knows. You want to be with your parent? You chew loudly. Well, you can both share a burger then. You want to eat fries? Fry? You don't want anything. You want to be with Adley? You're hungry. Okay, well, you can have a burger as well. You don't want anything? Okay, well, I suppose you do need to be together. You don't want anything, so we'll give you a burger. You want to eat a burger as well? Everyone can have a burger. You want to eat a burger? Everyone can have a burger. I'm trying to remember what other weird things we had in school. Because I remember we also did have a trial locker system, because before we switched over it to it completely, we had lockers in like one of the central buildings. And then I tried it once, and then I was like, dang, this is so inconvenient having to put my bag in and then grabbing all my stuff when everyone else can just bring all their bags and stuff into the classroom. So then I didn't use it, despite the fact I had one. And then we switched over. I would say our school did have some other very convenient things. Like, because I remember when I started at the school, when you had to pay for school lunch, you obviously had to use cash, but very, very quickly switched over to like a credit card, like top-up system, which is incredibly convenient, I thought. We just hang them off the back of our chairs. Maybe English teachers never thought of that solution. I mean, I think probably the biggest concern would probably be in the science classrooms, because that probably is like a hazard or something. Also, a lot of our science classrooms didn't have backed chairs. We had stools. Why? I don't know, actually, to be honest. We just did. Now, I think, yeah, literally every science classroom used stools instead of a seat with back support. Because for some of them, it doesn't matter. Like, for English class, like, whatever, and you just put it under your desk, it doesn't, or maths, it doesn't matter, but, like, I don't know, I guess. But didn't like people probably carrying around chemicals with potential tripping hazards or something in the room. Which I guess is, you know, not the most ridiculous thing, I guess. Hey, y'all, only today you can have free pies of a cost of 4. What? Hey, forget about it. You're full of baloney. Hey, yous ain't even tried it yet. Fine, I'll take 2. Free pies of a price of 4. Okay. You want to eat pie. You want to be with your parent and eat pie. You also want to eat pie. You want to eat pie? Well, here you go. All the pie eaters. You want to eat fries? You don't want fries. You want to eat a burger. What? That's the wrong person. No, that's the wrong person. I want to be with Emma. I do not want to be next to a kid. A kid! I want to be Rupert. But I don't want anything. I want to drink a coffee. No, you don't want anything. You can't stand chewing noises. You also want a coffee. A coffee. Just one person all alone on a bench. I'm trying to think what other random things we have. Other like random school anecdotes. I remember having to line up outside the classrooms before we were allowed in and that sort of thing. And we had to be silent or whatever before the teacher would allow us in. Oh, and then the teacher would stand by at the front and then we'd have to be like, good morning, sir, good afternoon, sir, good morning, ma'am, good afternoon, ma'am, or something. Something like that. I remember a lot of random things. Like, I feel like the teachers were such interesting personalities back in the day. Because I remember we had an art teacher who was like one of the scariest teachers. Everyone thought he was like super scary and everything. He had a very imposing presence. But then like as you get older and you get to know him, he's actually super chill. He was actually so nice. I actually loved him. And I actually kind of regret the fact I didn't take graphics. Graphic design as one of my subjects. Because he could have been one of the teachers. I don't know if he would have been, but still. Okay, so you all want to be together. So obviously you got to be in a 4-seater. You don't want coffee. You want to have something. You want to drink coffee. Okay, well, have coffee. Everyone wants to eat pie. What the heck? Pie, pie, Miss American Pie. Okay. You want to drink a coffee. You want something. You want a pie. You want a pie. Who's upset? You're upset. Oh, wow. Chewing is so distracting. It's 2 seats over. And scene. Great job, Nat. And random person. Thanks, but can we take it again? Wow, it was perfect. I'm not so sure. I don't want to be the reason we lose. If you say so. Okay, everyone, back to your places. I guess they're shooting in a diner? Is this the insinuation? So many kids. I don't want to be next to Arya. I want to eat pie. I want to eat pie. I want to be with Yosef. I want to eat pie. I do not want to be next to Jack. Okay. Okay. Who else wants pie? You want to eat pie. Okay. Well, you don't want to be with anyone, so you're not going to have pie. You want something. You don't want anything. Okay, well, you have to be like this. Does this count as being next to each other? You scoundrel, it does, okay. It seems like no one likes you, so you should be by yourself. You want to eat pie? You can have pie here. You want pie? I guess you can have pie over here. You don't want to be next to a kid. Well. You want to be a rupet, coffee. You want to drink a coffee. We'll have a coffee with a kid. You want to be with Jack. Yeah, okay. What other crazy things that we had? What random stories have I got? I don't know, I can't think of anything else at the moment. There's probably like millions. Oh, you have a boat ride. What is this? You want to take photos? Your camera is dirty. I want to party. I want to I get sunburned easily. What does that mean? What the heck, you want to be in the shade? How am I going to give you shade? Oh no, you need sun cream, that's it. Okay. Don't want to be in an Amos. Who? You don't want to be splashed by water. That's an important one. I want to be alone. Okay. So sunburn. You want a party? Don't like bad smells? You forgot to have a shower. Wait, someone wanted to be with someone else? Oh, you also get sunburn. You want to be alone? You don't want to be near Amos. You also get sunburn. Why is everyone getting sunburn around here? Okay, nice. This one person, the most clutch sunscreen in the world. Giving it to everyone. 4 people, 5 people, if they're including themselves. Okay, who's got sunscreen? Who wants what? You don't want to be splashed by water? No problem. Even though you could use a shower. Sorry, what I'm doing. We're 3 partiers. Okay. Oh, you're getting dizzy. You don't want to be near Mateo. What a fuss! What? How is this possible? Oh, that's the wrong person. That's meant to be you. I thought that was the sunscreen person. It was like, what a fuss. And I was like, you want to be next to someone who wants to party? Your sunscreen's share, you want to... You get dizzy at the back. Okay. Who else gets sunburn? You do. Okay, well, we'll put you over here. Too much of a fuss? That's too much of a fuss. You want to be with Adley? You also want to be with Adley. Don't want to be next to Elijah. You want to be with Tony. Not bringing a hat or sunscreen, get sunburnt, surprise Pikachu face. It's incredible. How few people have sunscreen over here? You gotta be having sunscreen. We're in New York. Okay, who wants to not be splashed by water? Okay, you just don't want to be near Teo, which is fine. I guess you don't have to be. So you want to be with Nansley. Well, let's be at the back then. I don't think there was any other positional based ones. Okay, we'll put the party goers at the front. Wait, does it matter? Which way around? Well, we can put you all the way over here. You don't like bad smells, okay. Oh, you get sunburn. Oh, you also get sunburn, okay. Are you okay with partying? It feels like these ones are very easy. It feels like we're not giving us enough people to actually fill in the boat, so I can have so much space. Are these shapes canonically New Yorkers? This location is canonically New York, but we've had London, I forgot the other ones, to be honest. Brussels, I think. Hey, aren't you that actor from the party in London? What a small world. Huh, you're mad at me. I deserve that. That day my agent told me a younger actor got a part I really wanted. So when you said you wanted to be like me, I took it as a threat instead of a compliment. That was wrong. I'm sorry. If there's ever anything I can do to make it up to you. Anything? You want to relax? I do not want to be next to a kid, and there's a kid's birthday party at the back of a boat. Okay, your sunscreen. It sounds like there's going to be a lot of kids who want sunscreen. You get dizzy at the back? Oh my gosh. That doesn't count as a back, apparently. Okay. You don't want to be next to Albert. Okay, well, don't be. Let's put you next to Natfall. Why not? What a fuss! Okay. Okay. It's our main characters plus the actor plus just a kid's birthday party. Very mature apology and nice. We do like that. We like characters growing. Apparently I have a talent of writing messages that get skipped over by you. What? Oh, is this a hold on. There might have been a message here which didn't appear in my Twitch chat. I mean, it's I seen it in OBS. Because I don't see another message from you, Slime, except for... But the last one I see is that it's another instance of I forgot to shower. Or I play loud music. I don't see another one on my end. Which might mean it... Unfortunately, the OBS playback doesn't go that far. Hold on, let me refresh my Twitch. Maybe it's... Yeah, I don't know. I didn't say it. Oh, it says it didn't send. Okay, okay. That makes it a bit harder. The lock for the mailbox in my apartment on the mailbox grid broke a long time ago, so I can just open it by turning it with my finger. That sounds bad. Like, I mean, fair enough, I suppose. How often, you know, do people steal mail? I suppose it depends on where you live or whatever. I feel like that would be something which would worry me. Isik. I'm so nervous. It's gonna be okay. Planes are statistically the safest way to travel. I don't even know which flight I'm supposed to be on. I can help. Let me see your ticket. Wait a second. This is a pilot's ID. I know. That's why I'm so nervous. You're a pilot? Okay. Who... HP1... Okay, you have a VIP pass. You have a VIP pass. You want to be next to another kid. You want to be with your parent Atlas. You want to be first in line? No, can't be you. You can be first of that line. That's a cool one. I do not want to fall asleep, so we had to put them next to someone loud. You want to be next to another kid? Okay, well, there you go. You want to be first in line. You don't like strong odors. So we need someone else who can be here. What? We have 4 VIP passes. Oh no, you don't have a VIP pass. You don't like strong odors. Huh? You had to be first. You had to be next to your parent. You had to be here as well. You don't like the smell of cologne. Is this even possible? Oh. What? Oh no, you don't have to be first in line. Why do I think you had to be first in line? Okay. Well, let's switch it around this way. You're upset, why? You want to be with your parent Atlas. Fair enough. Okay. You want to be alone? Well, be alone. You watch movies on your phone. You want to be near a boarding gate. You want to watch a movie on someone else's phone. Okay. Nice. I don't think anyone around would think to just turn it without a key and be malicious. And it's convenient for me because I don't have to carry around a key either. That's fair enough. Whatever works best for you, you know? Yeah. I don't know. As long if it's chill with you, it's chill with me. That's my thinking. Okay, you want to be first in line? You want some space in front of you? Wait, so... that's an interesting one. Okay, we'll just put you... You're like, I want to be at the back of a line. You play loud music, sure. You want some space in front of you. Oh. You have a VIP pass. You don't like cologne. You don't want to hear someone else's phone. What? You're wearing too much cologne. You want to be first in line? Oh no. Okay, so there's everyone who needs to be here. You want to be first in line? That's fine. Where can we put... No, we put you, like... Where can I possibly put you? Oh, that's interesting. What a weird arrangement. Okay, there you go. It's also empty like 95% of the time anyway, so whatever. That's fair enough. There's no risk, there's no risk. You want to charge your phone, okay. Who wants to be near a gate? I want to sleep. You want to charge your phone? You don't like bad smells? You want to be near the boarding gate alone? You also want to be near the boarding gate alone? Or you don't want to fall asleep? You don't like bad smells? But you all want to be alone? Oh my god. Okay, so you two have to be here. And you have to be alone. Oh no, you don't need to be alone. Never mind. I misread. I falsely misattributed your desire to be lonely. As if it were for you, but it wasn't. Excuse me. Oh my gosh. Okay. OP65. You want to be with Flynn? You want to be first in line, you play loud music. What? Oh, you want to be with Flynn. Wrong one. What? You want some space in front? Who else? Everyone wants space in front. Anyone else? You. Okay, OP65. I don't think it can be anymore. No, it can't be. Okay, okay. So what are we going to do over here? Does anyone need to be near the board gate? Well, you need to charge your phone, so that's... Okay, confusing. Right, you don't want to fall asleep, but you don't like cologne. You want to sleep. You don't want to hear someone else's phone. You want to watch movies on someone else's phone. You don't like any strong odor. You want to be with your parent. Okay, that just ended up being very lucky. it just worked out. I like how they immediately look angry as soon as things turn. Okay, MR81. You want to be first of line. You don't like cologne. Put you in the middle, probably. You don't want to be next to a kid. Well, you're not a kid. You want to be with your kid, your parent? You're wearing too much cologne. You don't want to hear someone else's phone. You don't like anything. You don't like cologne. You don't like any bad smell. You don't want to hear someone else's phone, okay. Okay, thankfully, these are all fine. Okay, don't want people, you want to be, no. You don't want people to see your phone. You want to charge your phone. You want to be near the boarding gate. You want to sleep. You want to watch a movie on someone else's phone. Oh, that's cute. I like it when they do like storytelling like this. It's like where three friends want to be together, one has a phone, the other two want to watch something. It's so cute. Diegetic storytelling or something. River mechanics, communicate to me. I know these three are also like, we know their story, but like it could have been any three, and it would have worked just as well. Okay. Everyone's here for a flight. You want to be first? Well, be first. Any VIPs? Any VIPs? You're a VIP. You're also a VIP. Okay, simple. Who can we put here? You? Not you. Some space. You want to be first in line? You don't like anything? Oh, I should have done you first. You don't like strong odors and you don't like that. What? Oh. It's not gonna work, is it? We need you at the back because you need to be... No, you don't need to be near the front. No, you do need to be near the front. And everyone near the front doesn't want to hear phones. I can't put you anywhere else. You two have to be here. It almost feels impossible, but it probably isn't. I need to put someone here, basically. But I actually don't think I can put anyone here. Where can I put you? I guess I could do it like this way around. And then I'll put you somewhere else. Who can I put in front? You. Ah, it's so annoying. I need someone who can go here. Who can you be next to? You want to be first in line, you don't want to hear someone's phone, you also need to be... Well, you don't have to be, but I guess I could put you up here. Okay, there you go. I kept thinking you need to be first, but it's no, you just want space in front of you. I can't believe we won. The teacher even cried. Your script was so moving, Drew. You two brought it to life with your acting. Number pièce de résistance. The cameo by Nat's famous friend Luca. Barcelona Film Fair, here we come. I guess we're going to Barcelona next. Barcelona. We're getting there, we're getting there. Are we on track? Oh, complete 6 levels in New York, unlock New York special level. I don't know if we'll be able to finish Barcelona today. We'll see. Certainly depends on how good I am at solving the puzzles, but certainly these are getting harder. But we're doing pretty well so far. Oh, it's a date spot. A romantic restaurant. Oh my word. I want someone... Oh, we're matchmaking. I want someone that makes me laugh. I do not want someone always on their phone. Okay. I want someone that makes me laugh. I want an intellectual. I want someone who wears a cap. Okay. Well then, you two clowns can have each other. I want someone who can cook. I want an intellectual. Okay. I want someone dressed elegantly. I want someone who can cook and who wants a mustache. It's nice that everyone matches up so nicely here. Wait, what? I want an intellectual. I want someone who dresses elegantly. Oh, you. And you want a mustache? Perfect. That's quite cute. A nice novel idea for a level. I think it'll be actually quite easy, though. Because it's basically just find the perfect match for someone. So, someone who laughs with a mustache? Well, I mean, it has to be these two then. Yeah, but you're not picky in the slightest. That's crazy. You just want to sit down. An intellectual who wears a cap. Someone who can laugh and cook. Someone dressed elegantly. You don't want an intellectual. You want an intellectual clown. Highbrow comedy. You want the creators of Rick and Morty, clearly. Someone who wears a cap but is not intellectual. I don't want intellectual. And then you two probably just want each other. Okay. We're so good at playing a matchmaker. Look at us. It's so easy. People just have very aligned things and you can define everyone by just a few simple traits. Okay, now I've made it a bit harder. Because now it's always I want something and I don't want something. Okay. You want someone with a mustache. Okay, what's the least frequent thing? Intellectual, it looks like. Who wants an intellectual? You want an intellectual. What do the intellectuals want? You want someone with a mustache, and not you. So you two have to be together. Means there's only one more intellectual. No one cares about intellectuals anymore. What do you want? You want mustache who doesn't dress elegantly. So it could be you, or you. That's too many people. Who knows? Well, it can't be you. Well, it could be you. It could be one of you two. Okay, so it's one of you two. Matched up with it. It's like, who knows? Want someone with a mustache. Someone who makes me laugh. You want someone in a band? You want someone with a mustache. Okay, so you two are next. Someone who makes me laugh. You don't want someone in a band. I want someone with a mustache. You don't want an intellectual. I want someone who wears a cap. You want someone with a mustache. Someone not on their phone who doesn't wear a cap. Well, I guess you two can go together. Wait, can you two go together? Oh, you want someone with a mustache. There we go. Not too much more thinking. It's about finding the least common traits within the population. And then figuring out who is the one person who wants them. So what's the least common here? I don't know, we have a lot of intellectuals. I think it's elegantly? Yeah, with not many elegance. We want a lot of intellectuals. Okay. You don't want someone always on phone. You don't want someone who dresses elegantly. Okay, so who could that be? You? You. Oh, there's so many people. What about people who want phone? You do not want someone who can cook, okay? You want an intellectual. Too many people want intellectuals. You want someone who makes you laugh. Laugh, laugh, intellectual, intellectual. Laugh, intellectual, 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 laugh. Okay. So we'll have a funny non-mustache person who wants another laughing person. You want an intellectual? No. I want a laugher who wants another laugher. Someone who makes you... Okay, so one of you three. You want an intellectual. You want an intellectual. You want an intellectual. What? So it has to be... Not what I was looking for. You don't want a mustache, sorry. So you two want intellectuals. Okay, who wants someone who makes them laugh? Okay, you? You two need to matchmake with these clowns. Oh, easy. It doesn't even matter. Or it does matter. Not what I was looking for. What on earth? You don't want someone elegant. Sure. You don't want someone who can cook. You don't want a mustache. Sure. That one's kind of more luck if anything. It just worked in the end. What's elegant clothing? Sunglasses? It's for top hat. We want to appeal to someone with our cooking skills. You must not be able to cook, so I can cook for you. I guess maybe in that way is somewhat romantic. I don't know. Wow, I didn't expect to see so many clowns here. How rude. Oh no, I mean like actual clowns. Red nose, big shoes. Most of us rode here together. In a tiny car? The normal car. Why do I always get matched with materialistic shapes? Wait, I didn't mean it like that. Sounds like a date's going really well. I mean, why did you go and clown her? If you didn't want to get matched with a clown. Wait, okay. New city, Barcelona. Let's see what it's like. Train first. You fell asleep twice in class today. I'm very EP, what can I say? You didn't stay up all night playing Call of Duty 9, didn't you? Look, the battle pass ends tomorrow and I'm 20 levels behind. 20 levels! That's a lost cause. 20 levels in one day is insane. Because you have to do daily missions for that sort of thing. You bought a battle pass too? Well, all my friends have new costumes, so... I'm your friend and I'm telling you to play more indie games. If you trade me your chips, I'll let you borrow my copy of Minami Lane. You drive a hard bargain, but you got yourself a deal. Okay. I mean, you two just want to sleep. So I guess... What, you're sleeping? You can't even see the window. I want to read. I forgot to shower. Okay. Do we have a group of people? No, but we do need one of these on. I want to talk with somebody. Sensitive or cold. I cannot stand talking. You want to read? I want to read. I want to read. What the heck is this? Garden shears? Why? You're bringing a garden shears on on any trip. Oh, we can't even do that. We have to do it like this. Okay, okay. Oh, I forgot we're from Barcelona as well. I was meant to do a Spanish accent, but whatever. Barcelona. My Spanish accent is literally just Puss in Boots, so... Is that even any good? No. What the heck is going on here? What? Huh? Oh, maybe we need you down one, and then we can put stuff in. A bit more readily. Verily. Okay, Let's see, what's going on? Lots of people are hot and sweaty right now. Any chatters? We got some chatters. Hot people who don't mind cologne. Or smells. You don't like bad smells? Okay, well, you're going over there. You too. You don't like bad smells. Okay, that's going to be tough. I think that's going to actually be pretty darn difficult. Can't stand talking. You don't like bad smells. Okay, so we can put you over here. You're hot. Hot damn. Okay. Oh, we do need to turn it on. Wait. Because there are too many people to put in. Yeah, we do need... okay, interesting. Okay, so you two probably need to be somewhere else. Anyone else want to sleep and is okay with a cold? Oh, you don't want to fall asleep? Where can I even put you? Why can't you sleep? Oh, because of a loud music I just put behind you. Fair enough. Okay, nice. I think I want a nap, not necessarily deep sleep. No napping allowed. You must sleep from the start to the end. Well, that is the only way I know how to sleep. If you can't do that, then what even is the point? Okay. We don't have as many hot and sweaty people anymore. Wearing too much cologne. You want to be with someone. Let's wake you up. Don't want to be next to a kid. Don't like bad smells. Dang. Well, now you can't concentrate. Okay, fine. Sensitive to cold. You don't like kids. I forgot. Sure. That was just pure happenstance. It just lined up perfectly. It's like I want to be next to a kid. But they can be asleep. That's okay. Who's this? Drew. They just got a different colour palette on. All white. I see. We got to do something a bit like this, Okay, who's hot and sweaty? You are. You want to be with someone. Boom. You three need to be together. Okay. Why are you sad? Don't like bad smells. Don't like cologne. Play loud music. Okay. I feel like I'm getting really lucky with this level. Just whatever's left, I'm like, okay, I'll just put you in the one random gap. And it just all lines up. Some might say that's forward thinking. Foresight, that's it. I'm home. I can't wait to tell Alexis all about my journey. Oh, did we start in Barcelona? I don't remember. Love visiting new places and feeling a vibe. What's Barcelona's vibe? Feels like discovery, innovation, determination. Maybe your vibe detector could point us to a good restaurant. I guess I should have given you a Spanish accent this entire time. I'll take you to a place of the best crema Catalana in the city. Sorry, Catalana in the city. In the city. My name is Puss in Boots. That's my switching sentence or Spanish accent. My name is Puss in Boots. You want to work together, okay? You need a computer. You want to be able to focus, that's fine. You need a plant. You should be over here. Wait, no, you need a computer. You're wearing two... Oh, AC, I didn't even see. You want to meet with Ma Zhao? That's fine, wait. Gonna be next to a vending machine. You want to meet with Goran? Need a computer? You don't like cologne. You can focus. You need silence. You're sensitive to a cold. What? How is that even possible? Wait. So you're hot, so you need AC on, but you're sensitive to cold. Does this count like, am I blocking you? Still freezing. You're still freezing. How? Oh, that counts, okay. Oh. Oh, you both need computers. Ah. You don't like the sound of cologne. Wait, where did I put a regional manager over here? Okay, there you go. Drew and I were talking, and we think you should be the one to introduce the film. Me? Yeah, nah, this is your hometown, and none of us here would be here without you. We believe in you. Oh, that's nice. I thought we were also going to a restaurant, but apparently we're not. Oh my gosh, so many people who want to talk. Okay. You want to be able to focus? Sure. I have a video call. Oh, so it probably means you need to be next to the computer and you need to be loud. Right, okay, well, you have to be here. You need silence, but yours are hot. Okay, well that's gonna be a problem. Oh, you know what? We should put these two next to each other, right? No, we should do it the other way around. We should do it this way around. And then... Oh, yours are hot though. Get it away from me. Can you be anywhere? That's tough. Wait, what? Oh, you're not even next to the water cooler right now. Wait, maybe I can be... No, it can't be you. You have to be across. Oh my gosh. There's too many people who are talking is a problem. Who's upset? You. Oh my gosh, you have a really strict requirement. Okay, you need to be next to a board with a computer. Huh. What can I do? Oh wait, this is really difficult. Okay. You want to be next to a board. You need a computer to do nothing, okay. You need a video call. Oh my gosh. Wait, this is actually really difficult. Hold on. Okay. We need to build up from first principles once more. We need a reset button. Because we need you here. You had to be next to him. Doesn't really matter which way round. Regional manager needs to just be next by. Just reset everything. We want to put... You need to be up here. You want to meet with Goran. You know what? You want to be able to focus. You can't focus there, so you need to be somewhere else. But you don't need a computer. That's too far away. Okay. That's also too far away. Okay. Oh my gosh. So talking affects a lot of things. So you need to video call like far away because you need silence. So we need someone who needs to focus just by themselves without a computer, like you. You want to meet with Goran. You need silence. You need a computer, but you don't want to work. No, you need to focus, so we can't have... You need a computer. You also need a computer. Oh my gosh, there's not enough computers. It's so close, it's so unbelievably close. But you need a computer. Well, you don't need a computer. Oh, but you're thinking, oh, but you, Okay, there you go. You can have a vending machine. Ah, you don't like vending machines. You can have a plant for fun. Okay, it's getting pretty complicated here. The seating arrangements are so weird on this one. Okay. You also want to meet with Hal. You want to talk with someone. Can't be you. You want to meet with Dahlia. Wait, who wants to talk? You two want to talk. We have 3 people who need. You're a regional manager. You don't like to work. You have a video call. I do not want to be... You don't like to work, you don't want to be next to a plant. You also need a computer. Okay, that one's not too bad. Sailors are way down. Why is no one buying our cars? It seems more and more shapes are opting for public transportation. Really? I can't stand being around other shapes. I took a bus here this... Pulls and boots. I took the bus here this morning. It was nice not having to worry about traffic. Everyone was very polite, plus it's better for the environment. Clean out your desk. You're fired. How horrific. I would question as well. I guess you're not large enough a car manufacturer to have your own office space. You are here, in like a shared office space. Okay, you need a computer, sure. Wait, are there any regional managers? No. You don't want to be next to Gaia. And you're the assistant to a regional manager, but you don't want to be next to Tihani. What? He's like, okay. You need a computer. Okay. You want to be next to a plant. Oh, you need to meet with them. Oh god, this is so hard. You need a computer, but you need to meet, but we can't. You also have a video call, right? Because this is going to disturb you. It's going to disturb you. Okay. What can we do? We can switch you. You scoundrel. Who's upset? You're upset. Because you're hot. Oh. But you need to be a carry. Oh, but you're hot. Why is everyone so sweaty? Wait, there's no one sensitive to cold, right? Oh, I could just do this then. Oh my gosh. You need to be next to a plant. I didn't think this was going to be the difficult part. How do I put you next to a plant? Okay, sit up, sit up. We got to refocus in. We got to relock in, everybody. The seating arrangement is far too difficult. I don't want to be next to iron. This seems pretty good, especially because video call is a really annoying one. But that doesn't count as being next to a plant. Aye. So it's actually these two which are kind of annoying. You want to meet with Carrie? Okay, there you go. A lot of finessing that's required on that one, right? I'm completely locked in for Barcelona now. I think the office, these ones are pretty difficult because these ones actually you kind of have to fill up the entire thing. These levels in general, it seems like. Like there's very few open spaces. What's that smell? What's that smell? Fully loaded nachos. Want some? What are they loaded with? Blue cheese and boiled cabbage? No, thank you. More for me. I eat nachos with cheese. Look how stinky these nachos are. I want to stand. I don't like. Okay, who can't see well? You want to be in row 3. Okay, that's quite reductive one. Okay, you need to be in the front. Visiting team. You want to steal nachos? Or you want to steal nachos? You want to be in row 3. You want to stand? You want to be alone? You want to sit? You want to steal food? You want to stand? You don't like strong odours. Well, that's pretty bad for you because I put up a lot of strong odours about the place. Oh. Is that fine? Oh. Oh, you want to be alone? Oh, no. Who's upset? You're upset. Oh, the strong odour. Well, stand up then. Okay. Do nachos leave a mess? Or is it just popcorn? If nachos leave a mess as well, that's going to be pretty challenging. Oh, man. Oh, signs? What on earth? I have a piece of a banner, right, okay. You want to be in row 2 with a banner? Your sensitive ears. Oh my gosh, okay. It has... You sure? It has to be in right order, okay. Got it. Right, well this is going to suck. Who you can't see well from far away? You want to sit? Sure. You want to stand? You have a horn. Well, you can go in the corner. You two would cheer. You want to be in row 1s with nacho cheese. Right. Is this impossible? It's not impossible. Oh my gosh. It's pretty close to being impossible. Oh my gosh, where can I even put you? Wait, have I already made it impossible? I can't put you anywhere, can I? Hold on. No, I guess no, you two can move. Okay, that's true. But your sensitive ears. You don't like strong odors. Wait. Oh. Okay, there you go. Oh, these are tough. These are tough. In fact, nachos are so messy. I can't believe they're so messy. They're so odorous and messy. How nice of the festival to invite us to the stalker game. What's wrong now? You've been so quiet lately. It's hard to explain, but all this time I've been trying to find where I belong. I thought I finally figured it out, but I'm only here because of you, Drew, Alexis and Val, and even Luca. Nah. What if they designed it so any combination of dirty suits can be solved? I wonder if that's even possible. Okay, does anyone have specific... Well, you two want to be together. You want to be row 2. Okay. We need someone with a snack. You're the only person with a snack. You want to stand in row 2, okay? Or you can stand in a dirty seat. What? You can't. Oh, this is tough. This feels almost impossible. I guess you lot don't have to be here. Oh, but you need to steal something. Oh, but you don't like loud noises. Oh, but you want to be together, okay. Oh wait, yeah, I forgot if they don't have to cheer. You can just stand. They just have to not be near someone who they hate. . Okay. Oh my gosh. Can we get a janitor in here? There should be a janitor one who's like, I want to sit in a dirty seat so I can clean it or something. Okay. Piece of a banner. Definitely the most restrictive. Thankfully, you don't have too bad ones. Strong odor is going to be difficult. Very difficult. Okay. You want to be in row 4 and you want to be alone. Well, you can have a lonely seat. You want to cheer for a visiting team. You also okay. Want to be row 4. You want to steal nachos, okay. Do you like dirty seats? Yes, that's fine. Well, I shouldn't say you like dirty seats, but... Okay. You 3. What if we just put you in the middle of the front? Cheer for the home team. You want to stand. Oh. Where can I even put you? Too many people don't want to be in a dirty seat. You can be here, I guess? Oh, where on earth can I put you? This is, again, tough. You're the only person on Nacho, so you have to steal. So these 3 have to be together in row 4. Oh my gosh, a sign. Please get out of here with a sign. We're kind of, okay, hold on, let's think about this. These 3 have to be together in row 4, don't they? Because you have to be in row 4. Wait. No, you don't. Why are you even here? You just need to steal nachos. Okay, never mind. Because if you can be in row 4... Oh no, I don't think we can put you in row 4, right? Because I think there's 2 people who need to be in row 4. Does standing mean you can see past them? No. Wow, that's tough. That's okay. Strong odors? Oh, nachos. If only you are okay with a dirty seat. Wait, you're okay with a dirty seat? Oh my gosh, that's so difficult. We did it, mate. We did it. The dirty seat mechanic's definitely one of the hardest ones because it has such consequences for going forward. No, it really makes it quite challenging to know whether it works or not. Hi everyone. This is a short film by me and my friends, Kodo and Drew. They asked me to say a few words before we begin, but all I want to say is thank you. I spent a lot of time worrying about how to be good enough. I never really asked myself, good enough for what? Today I'm surrounded by friends new and old, and I get to share something I made with them. Something I'm proud of. And that's good enough for me. I hope you like it. But if you don't, That's okay. I'll keep making memories with my friends. Thank you. You want to be in row 1. You can't stand talking. There's no... Oh, there is popcorn. Okay, you two can be over here. You make loud comments. You want to steal popcorn. You're wearing too much cologne. You want to be alone? Oh. Don't like strong odors. Okay, that's fine. That's probably an okay place to hold popcorn. Are you three going to stay here the entire time then? Nope, okay. Okay, who needs to... You want to be in row 2? Oh yeah, the blinding phone. Oh my gosh. You don't want to sit behind someone on their phone. Does anyone want to sit behind someone on their phone? I want to be with William. That's probably not a good idea to put them. You want to be in row 3, sure. Okay. You don't like talking. You want to steal popcorn, okay. No, that's going to block view. We still have a popcorn person. You have no requirements, so that's fine. We'll put you in later. Cologne? Do people hate cologne over here? No, they're fine with it. You two can just talk together, I guess. Okay. Simple enough. We'll put the popcorns in the corner. Should be okay. We have a lot of space. Val, you made it. Val, you made it. I can't remember your voice. I wouldn't miss it for the world. You promised me free popcorn, remember? You're giving away popcorn and didn't offer any to your co-star. Luca, I'm such a big fan of your work. Me too. Love that for you. I love that. You want to be... You make loud comments and you want to be in front. Oh my gosh. You want to be a Luca. Okay, well, you can sit in a popcorny seat. Does anyone else have row requirements? I'm not even looking. Steal popcorn, okay. You can't breathe. You can't breathe. Oh, you can't see well from far away. You still can't breathe. You want to be in row 2, though. Oh my gosh, can you not wear cologne? Just for like 1 moment. Oh, I don't want to, I want to keep you on my popcorn if I can. Okay. Too many people wearing too much cologne. The cologne businesses are doing absolutely wonders. We're doing numbers in this world. Okay. Row requirements. You want row 2? You want to be near the center, that kind of sucks. Oh yeah, Lexus. Can't see well from far away. Oh, there's not many popcorn eaters. Well, I guess now I think about it, I don't need to put popcorns on popcorn people. Oh. This is gonna be tough. See. Okay. Okay. Oh my gosh, it's getting difficult. It's getting difficult. Sorry, I'm like completely locked in now. It's like too much of my brain power is just being used. I need to hold all these different properties in my mind. How many levels do we have? Do we have enough time to finish this game? Because it would be nice to, I think. Wait, we have enough time. There's only 2 more worlds, we can do it. Oh my gosh, I love your movie. Thank you so much. My name's Nat. Nice to meet you. Oh, photo opportunity. It's an honor. You're the coolest rhombus ever. Can we take a picture together? Yes, of course. Oh, that's so cute. I do not want anyone in front of me. Okay, then. You don't want to be next to Nat. You want to be in front of Tariq. What? Okay. Why are you so sad? Oh, you want to be in... Oh, yes. Okay. You want this guy. I want to be... Does this count? Nope. To be behind someone. You can just be far away. Don't want anyone in front of you. You want to be with Nadia. You want to be behind someone, you want to be with Drew. Who's upset? You're upset. You don't want to be next to Harper. We need someone who wants to be in the front. Who's upset? No one's upset. Okay. Why are there so many people in this photo if we don't even know who they are? Are these all people on the press tour? Okay. We want to be on the left side. Wait, no. We need someone more restrictive. Why does everyone hate this person? You want to be in front of Avery? Okay. You don't like cologne? You want to be alone? Oh my word. That's annoying as heck. You two don't like each other, okay. Don't like strong odors, oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, I want to be alone. What a selfish thing to have in a photo op. Okay, who's the one who doesn't like cologne? You don't like cologne. How? Okay, so okay, everyone needs to be one tight knit group. But you two don't like each other. You want to be in front of Avery, that's fine. Who's the person who just wants to be behind someone? Oh, you want to be exactly on the left, okay. Oh my gosh, but you hate them. So you have to be in front. You have to be in front as well. But you don't like cologne. Okay, so you two have to be there. You have... Okay, let's think about this. You two have to be here because we need cologne as far away as possible. You have to be in front of Avery. You have to be in front. You need to be with Teo. But you also don't like strong odours. You don't want anyone in front of you. Wait. Oh, I guess I could switch you two around. Oh, why do you hate each other? This is so annoying. Oh, we can do it like that. Oh my gosh, why is this so difficult? I thought alone... Okay, so it didn't have to be perfectly aligned. Right, okay. You want to be center, you don't like alone. You want to be behind someone, you don't want to be next to Grey. You want to be with Teo, but you don't like strong odours. You also don't like strong odours. But you want to be in the center. Oh my gosh, why is this so difficult? Okay, okay. You need to be in the center. No, you need to be in the center. You don't like cologne. Who's the other pair you two need to be together? But you don't like strong odours. But you don't like strong odours. So you have to be here. No, you can't be there. What? What? Is this impossible? No, there must be something, you have to be on the left and you're wearing too much cologne and you want to be in front. So, okay, you two are locked in. I guess what we could also do is maybe we could put the other cologne person really far away. Because the person who wants to be alone is okay with that. Okay. So, sensitive. You want to be, you want to be in the center, you don't like cologne. So you have to be in one of these two. You don't want to be next to Grey. Where's you have to be in front of this person. But you don't like strong odours, so you also have to be here. So you can no longer go anywhere. So that's not possible. So we have to stack up the colognes. What? This is not possible. How is this possible? No, okay. Personal space just means one of the two things. Okay, you have to be in the center. You don't like cologne. We're putting you as left as possible, so you two are locked in place. The question is, how do we put the two people who don't want cologne? Wait. It's you two want to be to each other. You don't like strong odours. So it has to be like this. Oh, unless we put the person who's alone like this. Oh my gosh. The answer was to put the person alone, not in the corner. Because it's more important that we get the people who's wearing cologne away than it is for that person to be alone. Interesting. Okay, you want to be on the right. You want to be in front of Marlo, okay? Fixed. You want to be on left behind someone. You want to be in front of Carrie. You want to be with... Wait, what? You want to be in front of Carrie. You want to be next to Foluk. Foluk ever popular. What? Okay. Significantly easier. It's weird, there's a very sweet spot when they have too many requirements that it makes it easy compared to not enough or something. Okay everyone, let's take a group photo. Make sure you get my good side. There are good sides. Coda, your eyes are closed. I'm always blinking in pictures, so I thought I'd try the other way around. Thank you so much, everyone. I couldn't have chosen better travel buddies. Aw. There we go, group photo, everyone. No, who do we start with? We started with these two, right? You like each other? Yeah, that looks good. We just had to all be in front. What a nice final level. Love that. Tell the story through the mechanics. Complete all main story levels, Mediterranean, unlock a final city special level. Which we'll do, we'll knock it out. Is this seat taken? What a cute little game, huh? Potty Studios. Only 2 people. That's impressive. Oh, interesting. Wholesome Games presents. Yes, I think this is why I first saw the game. We're not quite done with it yet. We still have a... I'm sorry to skip through this stuff, but we still have... It's been localized in a lot of languages. The final special levels to do. Thank you for playing. Thank you for playing. Before we 100% everything, it's the beach. La playa. I forgot my sunscreen, so let's get a spot with an umbrella. If we sit in an umbrella, I'll close it. I want a tan. You know I have sensitive skin. Well, let's see if with a bit of oil you turn into a nacho. You get sunburned easily. You don't want to swim, you want a tan. Anyone else getting sunburned? You want to swim? Okay, well, you swim. Okay. What? Oh, it's on my phone. You want to be alone? You want a tan? Okay. So this one's much more location based, I think. Okay, who wants to swim? Does this... That does offset it. Oh my gosh, okay, this is gonna get really confusing. Who wants to swim? You wanna play loud music? Or you can go all the way in the ocean and play loud music. Does this count? Who else gets sunburn? Oh, another kid. Oh. You want to be with Ira? Okay. You want to read? You want to tan? I want to watch a movie on someone else's phone. Okay. You're going to do it across beach chairs? Absolutely insane. Truly, truly insane decision. Okay, lots of people with music here. Hey, it's our friends. Okay, you want to swim. You also want to swim. You also want to swim. Okay, no one else cares about swimming. So I'll put you over here. You want to tan, play loud music? Go for it. You want to read and tan? Okay, go for it. You want to share sunscreen and tan? Does this count? No. Oh, whoops. Okay. You want a tan. Okay, we need someone who doesn't want a tan. Or doesn't care about not tanning. Wait. Wait, we could just put you next to sunscreen person, right? Okay. I see. That's a catch. There's only one person who doesn't want a tan. What are you gonna do now, Nat? First, I'm going to rest. And then we're to see. That's a great idea. You've been through a lot. I've had a lot of help along the way. Feels like someone was out there, making sure I always ended up next to the right person. I guess it was the universe, like Gorda says. Well, thank you, universe. Oh, you're welcome. I guess I'm a universe, canonically. Okay, who wants to swim? You want to sleep? You want to swim? And you want to be with your friends? Okay. You've literally got sunscreen. Why aren't you sharing it? Oh, 2 people to read. Oh, you don't get sunburn. Okay, I see. Yeah, you can do that. Oh, 2 people who want to read? Perfect. Oh my gosh, how many people want to sleep? Okay, nice. Easy that now we're done with the game, right? Unless there's like a secret bonus world or something. What about you, Alexis? Any new movies on the horizon? Actually, I just finished a new screenplay. Tell me about it. It's about a rhombus who goes out on an adventure to find out where they belong. They go all over the world, only to end up back where they started. It sounds a bit anticlimactic. It's a character study. Did you have anyone in mind for the part? Well, I heard Luca is free. But I thought maybe you'd be interested if you aren't too busy, movie star. Sign me up. Aw. And thus we come full circle. Completed. Movie star. Complete all levels with a perfect score. What a cute little game, hey? That's it. We've done it all now. There are no more seats left to be taken, for all have been filled. That's it, right? I don't think there's anything else. Cool. Well, what a cute little game, huh? How long do we play it for? 4.4 hours? Any more hold on, let's see. Are there any more achievements that we can get from this? Before we put it away for good? Interact with a trash can repeatedly. Knock over a bottle. Okay. I don't know where any of these would be, but this seems like a trash. Okay, no it's not. The park. That's got to be a trash can, surely. In a park. Knock over a bottle. Turn the duck around. Turn the duck around. Turn the duck around. Where on earth would a trash can? Okay, there probably wouldn't be a trash can at a wedding. A party, maybe? I didn't realise it. There's like HUD elements around. Make the fans chant and kick the ball. Build a sandcastle. Okay. So sandcastle has to be the beach. There's only one beach level. Do you want to build a sandcastle? Okay, football stadium. Kick the ball around and make a fans chant. There we go. We're getting them all done. Interact with a trash can and knock over a bottle. Where on earth do we think those are going to be? Knock over a bottle, interact with a trash can. Maybe in the airport there's a trash can. Doesn't look like one. Okay. There's even a watch which appears in the bottom right, which I didn't notice. Okay. Where could a trash can be? Maybe in the cinema there's a trash can. Those trash cans? Okay. Where are we going to find a bottle? A bottle to knock over. If not here, then I think... Oh yeah, there we go, bottle. No? Do I have to do it faster? No, okay. The other one I was thinking about is maybe on the date level. There might be a bottle to knock over. Or not, there's only candles. Where on earth is a bottle? Where can we see a bottle? The graduation ceremony? I don't remember this one. Oh, at school. Okay, there's nothing in here. Work? I doubt there's one in the workplace. Or the restaurant. There's got to be one of the more unique ones. Maybe in the limousine there was one. Oh, there's another trash can. Wedding? I think it's plausible. Okay, is this a bottle we need to knock over? That is. Good stuff. Hey, we did it. We 100%ed this game now. Global achievements. What's the rarest achievement? Building a sandcastle. Makes sense, it's the final level. We did it. What a cute little game, huh? Well, I guess I'll take a 5-minute break. I will see if Chill Hop's music maybe allows me to log in anymore so I can play it. If not, then I will boot up Kind Words. Let's see. I'll do that now actually before we go on the break. Otherwise, you'll be sitting here in pure silence. Which, I mean, I guess is an okay thing, but it's also a bit... feels a bit mysterious, does it not? You can't see anything, right? Okay. Nope, still not working. Okay. Well, time to open Kind Words. And this'll be our background music. Sorry, Chill Hop, you've had your chance. You had your chance, you blew it. Out of sight, out of mind. I'll move my things so I can see where. Okay. We'll put it in art mode. I think this is good. We'll just turn down the music slightly. Okay, wonderful. So, I'm going to run an ad, we'll take a short break, and then we'll get right back to it. So, see you in a few minutes, everyone. Hello, one and all, once again. Have a bit of a stretch. Have a bit of a wind down, wind up. Get down. Wait, how does that song go? Jump up, make a sound. Clap your hooves, turn around. Start now, make a change, it's gonna come around. Jump up, make a sound. Hey! Stomp your hooves, turn around. Start now, make a change, it's gonna come around. You might be, I'm reminding you to sketch your locker. Oh yes, okay. This is highly important. I don't even know if I'm going to be able to do it properly, but that's fine. I was on my phone anyway, so. Okay. So this is what it looked like. And this is... It was like... So you had this base cylinder system in the middle. So this is the inside, remember? And then you had something which basically... I don't know why I'm doing it from a 3D perspective like this. You had something which goes around the top and around the outside. Like this. Probably it wasn't that far. Something like that. So if this is the 3D model, would be like this. And then there was a hole. This was a tube in the middle. Which probably would have been a lot bigger. So it would have been like this. It would have been even bigger. Just sort of gap they have here. And this outer component can sort of rotate around the central core easily. But if you put a lock in here, like this, then it couldn't rotate anymore because this bar prevented it from going around the thing, around the central part. But if you had a really tiny lock in here, like one with a really tiny bar like this, if it rotated around, there's still enough gap here that it can actually just complete its rotation. That's how it worked. So if you're curious about how my school lockers used to work, that's exactly how. Does it matter to anyone? No, probably not. But here we are. Don't turn away now. So his handle was very close to the wall. Yeah, it was it was basically flush against the lock, like that. And I mean inside, I guess it would be the latch system like this or something. So there you go. That's how the locker handle worked. I'm also doing a Uma Moose Maple. One of the 3 daily pulls. I'm trying to get Q to Sam Black. Am I going to get her? No. Big pain as a front runner player. Where's your lockers? Thought we had another blueprints on our hand now. It was just a random anecdote I had where I was describing how the lockers worked in my secondary school. No Q to Sam Black. That's so sad. Me watching everyone else get Q to Sam Black. Also, probably here just to keep your streak up. You know what? Fair enough. Streak or no streak, such is the way. Life continues all the same. Ugh. Why am I so sleepy? Okay. I haven't actually really thought about how I'm gonna do the background for this one yet, so I guess let's figure it out. That is going to be the biggest question one has. Okay, I'm just trying to think where to put my OBS so it doesn't completely cover everything. I guess I'll put it here. Oh, apparently someone followed me. I didn't even realise. S for gaming _1. Thank you. Why do you not like blueprints? I don't think there's anything wrong with liking or not liking a game. I think it's hard to follow along to if you don't know what's going on with it. And I think that's fair. There need not be further justification. In my eyes. Okay, let's get rid of the shading layers. This should be foreground sketch. But what ask, are both thumbnails going to be done before the New Horizons year ends? No. This year's one should be done. The one which will be replacing the MS Paint ones will probably be done, I don't know, in a couple months' time or something. I haven't even started that one. Which is a fair question. But at the same time, it's difficult. C'est difficile to get the time for things. Wait. Oh, I just put all the things in there. Okay, sure. So yes, it will only be hopefully, like it should be on track, but this year's one should be done. And if it's not, then well, alas. So when the next year starts, it will be ready though. Nice. I'm not gonna promise it because it might be delayed depending on how much time I will get over the next week to completely finish it off, but it should be done. Like, it's not done yet, but it should be done. And if it's not, then I can only apologize. But that's the way it goes, you know? Starting 2027 mad early. It's a combination of the fact that, like, the other thumbnails are actually quite easy to do because they only take like 2 hours or something, but this one has taken like so long. Like, I don't know how long I'm on at the moment. But it's probably like 30 hours or something. That's my guess. And it's like, it's such a hassle to do. Because it's hard to justify, I think, in my mind, where I'm like, oh my gosh, so much to do. Not that I don't like drawing, but it's like an ennui for it, you know? But I am determined to get it done. I also want a very painterly brush, I think, for the background. I think it'd be really... I don't know if I have an extremely painterly brush. Like, this is kind of painterly, but it's not... I'm not sure if it's the right type of painterly. I want something with a lot of, like, colour smudge. Maybe I need something thicker. I don't know if I want a gouache brush. Something more paint and density. Okay, maybe. Oh gosh. That probably is too dense paint. Oh my gosh, what? No, I want it to be like morning colours, don't I? It needs to be like a greenish blue. Like it's early in the morning. Pointillism. Oh, we could do a pointillism, hold on. That could be fun. I keep forgetting, why am I doing purple? This is meant to be green. Nah, doesn't look very good, I'm not gonna lie. Well, I'm not a fan of that. I just don't do a lot of very brush, very painterly looking scenes, which makes it quite difficult for me. Oh, maybe this brush is okay, okay. Gave yourself too big a passion project. You dang sure can't scrap it now. Yeah, I don't think it's even like particularly bigger than the other previous ones or anything. It's just I think it's more like nowadays I have less time or something like that, which makes it harder. But it's fine. Like I will hopefully see through to the end because it is like I still love it quite conceptually. It's just, you know, sometimes it's difficult to find the time and all that good stuff. And if it's delayed, then so be it. It's delayed. It's not the end of the world. I'm not saving lives out here, as they say. Yeah, perhaps too big given your current workload. Times were different back in COVID times. Now it's no longer COVID times. Unfortunately. Well, I'm doing this brushy texture, but you can't even tell it's got much of a texture to it, but that's fine. Maybe it's fine that we keep it relatively blue rather than greenish blue. Okay, we'll do that for now and we'll come back to it later. And we want things far away to be quite a pale green, don't we? But we should keep it very loose, I think, because if I don't keep it loose, this background is going to take forever. Why did I shade with teacups? Seems like a strange decision I didn't do, but fine. Bar trees. Mid trees. We'll put a bit of blue in these, why not? This, and then close trees. Which would be the most darkest and the most bluish. But yeah, I do still want the sky to be able to poke out a little bit from some of these, so probably I'll erase this a little bit. Don't even get to see a lot of it, which is fine. I just want to avoid a tangent, you know? Okay. So this is a general idea. And then we'll put some brushes in the front. Some bushes. Which we'll have a base of green, but we'll probably put a lot of flowers on them, so probably don't need to think too much about whatever green is being used here. Make it quite a yellowy green as well, just to give it some distinction of character. It's meant to be like a nice little garden path, I suppose. As long as you can understand and see the shapes of what we're going for. That's all that's needed. In fact, I even might shift along the left side of these trees. Maybe not. Maybe just these two. So what? But these two sets, yes. Because then we can sort of have the bush path be like this. We need grass underneath all of this, of course. And we want it to be quite fresh looking grass, fresh cut grass, one might even say. Something like this. Be very springy. Guess I'll stay Morbin. I wonder how much of Music Leaf submissions this round are more cisgender expressions, which is something I thought was just not gonna work, to be honest. I don't think there's anything wrong with that. You know. Because you don't have to submit something, I suppose, necessarily. It's gender identity in general. Which I think is a reasonably broad enough topic. I will say that for this round, I was very tempted, and I was going to initially submit ID Smile from Project Sakai, because it's kind of like the gender identity song. Well, there's two gender identity songs in Japanese which are quite famous. I think it's that one in the Vocaloid scene, ID Smile, and the other one is Villain. And I was considering submitting Villain, but Villain I'm like, I don't like it as a song that much. ID Smile I really like as a song, but I'm like, I've already submitted like 3 or 2 songs already from Project Sakai. So it's like, I can't do another one. No, didn't I? So I was like, okay, so I submitted a different one, which is less to do about with gender identity. That's kind of like fair as well, to be honest, but there you go. Oh yeah, let's have a bit more of a yellowy green. Quite bright and sat. I think I want everything to be quite bright and saturated in this. Maybe not like extremely. The bushes could probably be a bit less saturated, but you're not even going to see the grass most of the time. Do I want to put clouds in the sky? I'm not really sure. I feel like I want to put silhouettes of something in the sky, but I'm not really sure what. Oh, well, we'll come back to it. Of course, base background, and then we'll have another one for bushes. Because then we can dot things with flowers. And again, keep it light, keep it loose. Because if we go too much for it, then it's going to take way too long. Okay, so what I think I will also do is just turn that off for a moment. Oh, Clip Studio Paint saving. See, very, very loose flowers and everything. We don't want it to be too much of a thing. But we want there to be a lot of flowers is the point. So we're going to need a lot of colours. I guess we should do Easter colours, to be fair. Let's have a bit of a brighter, paler pink, yeah. We'll try and make them look distinctive. So these pink ones are like small flowers. Maybe a single cloud. I was thinking about clouds, but I was like, do I want it to be like really nice weather or not? I don't know. I feel like a Vocaloid scenes is more trans-representative than I used to think. Yeah, I mean, I think a lot of what Vocaloid music is about like there's a lot more room, I think, in Vocaloid songs to have much sort of like bolder topics is probably the way I'd put it. Because it's not so much for like mass appeal so much as it's for, I mean, originally it's quite an underground scene, right? So a lot of people like to do it to express frustrations or things like that. I don't like a shade of blue. Let's try maybe something a bit darker. Yeah. You might be like, what kind of bush is this which has like so many different types of flowers on? And the answer is, I don't know. It's some mystical, magical kind of flower bush. I mean, let's put some white flowers in here as well. These can be very tiny ones. I always do feel like I shouldn't have done it like this. I'm looking at this, I don't like it. I want the same colours to be kind of grouped up a little bit. So despite the fact I did all of that, I'm now undoing it. Well, I guess I should back it up, because maybe I like it. At the moment, though, I don't like what this looks like. I kind of want it to feel a bit more natural, maybe. So maybe let's actually put... Maybe let's even go harder with the colours of the flowers. Like, this should like really overshadow the green, maybe. This is perhaps too green and yellow. For some reason it looks really good in red, but it doesn't look good in the other colour. Colours in my mind. Oh, we can maybe this is where we put our secret rainbow in. So whatever plant this is, it has a lot of this. Let's plant on top, and then we make it slightly lighter. Maybe a lot lighter. To get that sort of dappled sunlight shape on top. Yeah, I think it's a bit more cohesive if we do it like this. So this will be red flowers. Let's get a whole rainbow up in here. Orange flowers, we'll do a different type, I guess. You can't even see the orange flowers on this side. That's fine. And then I guess I'll do the yellow flowers. Roy G. Big. Biv. It makes sense. We'll say Miko's pretty big, but I guess more for Imogen music, not the Benson Boone. That song not as bad as people think. People say though. Really? People don't like it? Well, that's my favourite Benson Boone song. Why Secret Rainbow? I don't know. Rainbows are just nice. If we can put in rainbows, why not put in rainbows? It's like a secret garden. I'm still trying to figure out a way in Musical.ly to put a Love Live song in. Because that's like one of the... That's a final like media franchise which I engage with a lot. And know a lot of songs from, but have yet to submit something from it. Now, I don't know what Love Live song I would put in, which would even make any sense, but... Green flowers? What green flowers are even there? Gladioli, I suppose? And then blue will do hydrangeas. I'm putting them down too regularly. I can automatically tell. It just looked and I was like, that doesn't look right. Needs to be more overlap, I think. More sporadicness. Okay, and we'll do blue flowers. No, I feel like he gets a lot of hate. Really? That's so sad. I don't know. Maybe it's just different audiences, different crowds or whatever. I don't know, most people I know actually quite like his music, so... This purple. Maybe we can put a rainbow in the background. I guess we'll do it like lavender or something. There's not really a lot of good ways to do distinct shapes. And pink. And you might say pink is not part of a rainbow spectrum, and you are correct, but still, we are putting it in. Maybe the red flowers should be more red then. Okay, something like this. Oh, I put that on the wrong layer. There we go. Okay, now let's sort of render these a little bit more. These oranges don't really need much more rendering, but... suppose we can give them some different coloured petals. Yellows. Yellow's probably fine as is. The greens. think I'd put some tiny evergreen flowers in here as well. Like a baby's breath or whatever it's called. The blue will do a similar thing. We'll go over top with a lighter colour to highlight these bundles. Maybe it's because it's too much Too Annoying Feels Forced, maybe more so the big hits. I don't know. I don't really keep up with who people like or people don't like at the end. As long as I like it, that's all that matters. It's so mystical, magical. Well, that's not nearly a light enough purple. Okay, I think it's pretty decent. Okay, let's do the trees. I guess the trees will sort of try and shade in like bows, sorry. Something like this. Draw what you want to, but I do tend to listen to new stuff better received. Yeah, do what you like, to be honest. Whatever happens, happens. You know? It's my laissez-faire attitude towards it. I might put some flowers on these trees as well, to be honest. Feels like it might look quite nice. I feel like I want it to be overall just an entire garden in bloom. I also think we should probably hue shift slightly to be even more blue, yeah. So maybe we can put some white flowers in here. I had a random My Little Pony song stuck in my head yesterday. I can't remember what it was though. What song do I feel like singing today? I don't know. I don't have a good answer to that one. It's probably I want to shift our highlights a bit more yellow. Something like this. Something like we got layers of the tree here. Can't even see most of this tree. So watching My Little Pony with a little one in my family. Gosh, there's so many songs, if I reference you might not know what I'm talking about. Is this from a newer generation? I know some of the Gen 5 songs. Like, I know, Fit Right In. I think that's from a movie, though. I don't think I know the ones from, because I know there's like a, Make Your Mark or something. There's like the TV series. Apparently there's a Generation 6 as well coming out. And it's basically Generation 4 all over again. Still Gen 4. 5 has less, I feel. Less songs, I mean. Oh, if it's Generation 4, you could say any song from Generation 4. I will almost certainly know it. I'd almost take that as a challenge, but I'm not competitive enough to take it as a challenge. But yeah. I mean, because I have watched every other Generation 4 episode. At the very least. So I should know them pretty well. One would think. If I can remember them well enough to sing the lyrics on them, I think is another question, but... There's also early season, late season, depends what season you're watching. Do they get better as seasons going on? I don't know. It's a good question. No one asked, but I will answer. I also just realised I probably shouldn't be making more pine trees like I've done right now. I want to give some of them much more sort of like bow-like shapes, a bit top heavier. It was like Fluttershy singing Finding a Pet from Rainbow. No, I know that song. Now, Rainbow, my dear, I cannot express my delight. It's abundantly clear, somewhere out here is a pet that will fit you just right. I can't wait to get started, but first let me set a few rules. It's 100... No, it's an utmost importance. A pet that I get is something that's awesome and cool. Awesome, cool, got it. There are so many wonderful creatures for you to decide. So like a sweet humming... No, wait. I need something and keep up with me. There's something that flies. I see. I can't remember how it goes now. I remember the lyrics. It's hard for me to remember, put them in order though. For you to decide. You see, got it. Said no lyrics, no title. No, I mean, Find a Pet is a really, really popular one, to be fair. So, that's definitely up there for how well I remember it. See, how about now? A wasp or a toucan? No, that's a final verse. How does the first part go? So many wonderful... What is that? Something that's awesome. Cool, got it. I have so many wonderful creatures for you to decide. I can only remember the final verse now. I can't remember what the first verse goes like. I need something as fast as a bullet to keep up with me. I see. How about a bunny? They're cutesy and wootsy and quick as can be. Cutesy, wootsy, have you even met me? Rainbow, have faith. You see, I will bet you. Somewhere out here is a pet that will get you. Come on, the sky is the limit. Oh wait, come on, the sky is the limit. Sky is good. I like it to fly. Really? Because I think this little birdie tot has your name written all over it. Yes, he does. Look, I think he likes you. Pass. I have so many wonderful creatures for you to see. I can't remember the rest of it. It's called Find a Pet. First time I heard the song, to be honest. I thought it was lesser known. I think Find a Pet was definitely one of them, like the peak of My Little Pony popularity. So I think it was definitely one of the more popular ones. Wait, what did I get up to? Oh, I have so many wonderful creatures for you to decide. There are otters and seals of massive appeal. Otters and seals do not fly. Maybe not, but this particular seal can catch 10 feet of air when he breaches the water. Oh. Oh, what does Rainbow say in response to that? Oh, that's it. I'm out of here. Wait, there must be a pet here that will fit the ticket. How about a ladybug or a cute cricket? Think bigger and cooler. Bigger, cooler, right. I've got just a thing in that tree dash. Meet your new favorite pet, Squirrely. He's just a squirrel. Not just any squirrel, a flying squirrel. I'm gonna go say woo doo 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 doo. And then she has the part where she's like, Fluttershy, look, this is the type of pet I want, but I can't remember how she starts that. Yeah, I was saying, Fluttershy, pal, this won't cut it. I need a pet to keep up with me. Something flying, something awesome, with coolness that defies gravity. I'm sensing when an animal that can fly. You think? I have plenty of wonderful creatures who soar in the sky. Like a sweet hummingbird or giant monarch butterfly. Think bigger and cooler. I see. How about now? A wasp or a toucan. There's so many wonderful creatures I like so that. There are falcons and eagles. They're both quite regal. Perhaps what you need is a dark and mysterious bat. That's awesome. But now instead of having too many, not enough choices, now there's too many. So many choices, and such wonders aplenty. Not a bad problem to have if you ask me. but a bat would be awesome. But wasp I'm digging too. You're anything in a yellow stripe bat. No, but I got a hoppling flamingo, just dying to meet you. What to do, what to do. Prize, that's it. There's really just... Wow, I actually remember so much of this. There's really just one way to find out which animal's best. Hold a contest of speed, agility and guts that will put each pet to the test. Don't forget style, that should be considered, then we'll know... I love this part, wait, hold on. Don't forget style, that should be considered, then we'll know for sure who's the best of a little one who's awesome and cool, just like me. Can't settle for less cause I'm the best of a contest, we will see who's the number one awesomest pet in the world for me. May the games begin, and may the best pet win. Wow. Yeah, I still didn't expect you to know this much regardless. But that was a very fortunate one. Because, again, that was an incredibly popular song. So definitely I, memorized that one. I listened to that one so much on repeat. Because I love that little run they do at the end. Where they change up the melody a little bit. Then we guess... I don't know, I like that tune. There's a sense of grandioseness to it, I think. Okay. It's pretty good. How am I going to do the grass? I don't know. I hate drawing grass so often because I'm just like, I don't know how to shade you properly. So I just put random shapes in and I'm like, yeah, this looks kind of right. I should learn how to properly do grass at some point. Because it's you need patches of grass or different colours, but then you need to put so much detail in and this is so much effort. As if I want to do that. Yeah, but the Find a Pet one's quite a nice one. Nice sort of growing moment for Rainbow Dash. Here's spoilers for those of you who haven't seen it. She ends up adopting the tortoise, who can neither fly and is very slow, because the tortoise was the only, she had a race and she got trapped or something, and then the rest of her pets flew on, but the tortoise was the only one who stayed to actually help her out. The tortoise wasn't even meant to be in contention, but Fluttershy brought him along, just so he could participate, because he was feeling left out or something, I can't remember. Something along those lines, right? And there was different rounds and stuff. I can't remember the different rounds. The only one I remember is a race at the end. And then I remember it's at the end it was oh, what's going on? All the other pets returned. The falcon was the fastest. Where's Rainbow Dash? And then there's Tank, the tortoise, slowly crawling along with Rainbow Dash on his back, sorry. And they were like, congrats, Rainbow Dash, the falcon was the fastest. This fit every criteria you wanted. It was a fast pet. And then she was like, yeah, but, And then she goes, I'd rather have Tank because he was the one who actually helped me out in this thing. Haven't finished that episode. Whoops. Little one spoiled it. Wondered why she went for him. Yeah, the Tank was... The tortoise was the one who rescued her when she got trapped, and she was like, wait a minute, maybe there's more to having pets. It's about having a deep intrinsic connection or bond where you have a mutual understanding of each other rather than for pure showmanship purposes. And it's wow, what a great learning moment for Rainbow Dash, who's often very achievement oriented and likes to show off and just be the best. To choose someone who may not fit that exact criteria, but shows so much heart, and it's wow, yeah, don't judge a book by its cover. And then they completely assassinated Rainbow Dash's character in later seasons, is all I remember. I know a slow and steady wins a race because of Tortoise. In some ways, I suppose. For sure, it's a sort of play off of that, I'm certain. But yeah, that's why. Anyway, she actually has a very wholesome, but there's another later I like season 5 and 6 notably worse. But I would say that's like season 1 was like totally fine. Like I will say, I would preface this all by saying My Little Pony is a good show, but it's not like the best show in the world or anything. Like it's again, it's very safe, it's very sweet, but it just had massive cult appeal. Like season 1 was pretty good. Season 2 was like really good, from what I remember. Season 3, what was season 3? Season 3 and 4 were fine. Season 5 and 6, I can't remember because it's very inconsistent. Where basically some episodes, some of the episodes are just terrible because it's like they reset every single thing we learn. Because the whole premise of a show, if you don't know, is the fact that they start out as these characters and they learn these different lessons throughout all these things, like fables or parables or whatever, and they're very explicitly spelled out to the audience through their letters to Princess Celestia. And then it's like the men grow, and then it's like, oh, this is a power friendship, learning all these different things, and then they start being able to teach people in later lessons. But then like later episodes are just so bad because they just go back on like so many other things that they learned previously. That's what I remember. Like, oh, like there's one called like 28 days later or something, 28 something, 28 pranks later, which is about Rainbow Dash and pranking, because she likes to do pranks. And there was an episode in season 1 where she did like a prank war with Pinky or something, and then she has like a moral ground where she's like, oh, you never prank Fluttershy because she'll not like, she wouldn't take it well. But then 28 pranks later, she just goes completely off the deep end, and she basically she does some like really harmful pranks. Like I think she drops a piano on someone. She replaces a burger with a brick, and it's like, what on earth? But then Ponyville, it's such an insane episode. I like, we're so sick of Rainbow Dash's pranks. Instead of having a conversation with her, being like, hey, stop this, Rainbow Dash, you're actually genuinely hurting our feelings and getting in the way of things. I mean, I think we did tell her to stop, and she was like, oh, you know, you're just like not appreciating my pranks enough. I need to go harder, basically. So they're like, what do we do? You know what's the best way to do? Let's prank her even more. So they stage literally a zombie apocalypse and make Rainbow Dash feel like she caused the entire thing. So she's absolutely freaking out at the end. And they're like, psych, it was a prank. This is how pranks can hurt people. And it's like, what? Because on the one hand, I think Rainbow Dash would have loved that prank. She would have been like, that's the coolest prank, I can't believe you did it. On the other hand, that is so insane. And actually, to be fair, that's very similar to a season 1 episode called Ghostbusters, which was also the same thing. Where it says Rainbow Dash is like just getting kind of arrogant, and they're like, oh, instead of like talking to her, let's just like upstage her and humiliate her. And it's just like, what are you doing? Why would you do this? For a whole show which is meant to be about this is how you actually deal with friendships and relationships. It's like, they really miss a mark sometimes. Because sometimes they just want to be like slapstick cartoony fun, which is totally fine, but I'm like, that's not what the premise of a show was built on. So you can't betray the central premise, which is friendships and relationships, eh? That's just my opinion of it. Anyway, Laura and Faust only worked on like the first season, or maybe the second season, I can't remember as well. So certainly part of the reason I think it had such a downfall. But I could go on for hours, I think, talking about My Little Pony. Friendship is Magic, and the absolute insane decisions some of the episodes had. Because I think it's a really fun, like, again, I'm not a writer. If anything, I would like to write like a TV show or some animated show. And I had no qualms about it being something for children, because then it could be like, oh yeah, like let's instill good values for children. So I often like to think about being like, how would I change this episode to make it like better? Like to carry its message stronger, to make more sense. It's a fun thinking exercise. And I like to think it flexes my writing muscles, despite the fact it probably doesn't. Because it's a lot easier to work in hypotheticals than actuals. Where's the sketch layer? Here it is. Okay, well now we need to do the mid-ground layer of a table, don't we? Oh, I guess this should... Oh gosh, what have I done? A hierarchy of my folders. This should be the foreground. And then we should put table. I don't know what colour I want to do the table. I guess I'll do pink for now. Then we'll figure out if it looks good afterwards. I'm also not sure if it's a good idea to have it as a very brush painterly thing when we've done them in line art and thick line art, but whatever. That is actually kind of the namesake of my style, though, is to do something like a painterly background, but then, or lineless background, and then a lined character art. I think pink looks okay. Blue probably is not great. Purple I think is a bit too strong. I think pink is fine. Up for saturation, out for luminosity maybe. Maybe we can do pink and white. So we can do like a base table. Oh yeah, that's probably what we should do. We should do a base tablecloth like this, and then we should have a top tablecloth. Because then we can make this base one darker. And the top one can be light white, which sort of just drips down. Well, not drips. It's not really the right word. Minus Painting gives the vibes it was created for profit and selling toys and all that, hence the inconsistency, but not only are there really strong characters in art design, they just happen to go hard with storylines and stuff sometimes. You're 100% on the money. Like, it's 100%, I mean, it's a Hasbro show, right? Hasbro are like an absolute multimedia toy company. It's a show made to sell the toys in the first place. It's just Lauren Faust was a great writer who was like, you know what, I'm actually, if I'm gonna have to do this project, I'm gonna make some compelling cast of characters and a world which has potential to have good, interesting plot lines in. I mean, it hit a perfect storm, I suppose, of somehow getting the internet popularity, and it just exploded. But it's also, I mean, it's one of the biggest things about it is like, because the later seasons, they introduce so many characters to the point it becomes unmanageable. I think, basically because they're selling toys, aren't they? But it's like, you have to make this new character, you have to introduce another type of dragon character so we can introduce more toys. And I'm like, okay, how do we do this in? We need to have another magical race of changelings. They need to be good now, they need to be colourful. I know there was stronger stuff, but wasn't there like just a straight cult? The Equality Clusium. Oh, yes. Starlight Glimmer. She made a fantastic villain, and she made an okay redeemed hero. Yes, her episode was actually kind of sick. Like, it's exactly as you say. Like, randomly, they just go really hard for a children's show. It was. She has a village where she basically. So, for people who don't know, cutie marks are basically like your destiny in My Little Pony, which is a whole nother sort of can of worms. But it's like, oh, this is what you're meant to do in this world, and then when you find out what it is, you get a cutie mark. She made a cult where basically she was not redeemed that same episode. She was redeemed like 2 seasons later, I think, or maybe one season, maybe a season finale or something. But yeah, and then she was kind of like, well, I want everyone to be equal. You know, we don't need our cutie marks because we can all be good at different things or stuff like that. I can't remember what her premise was, but it was basically like, you don't need to. She was like, she like brought people in. You don't need to. You know, we're all equal in this world. Cutie marks just give ways for people to not be equal to others. And she was honestly a great villain, I would say, because it was really eerie. But there's even a song that they sing called like in Our Town, which is obviously meant to be like some sort of propaganda piece for this town, where it goes like, in our town, we are all the same. In our town, dun, 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 dun. I can't remember how it goes. Oh, but the iconic line in it is like, you can have a nightmare if you never dream. If you never dream. Something like that. And then it's like, oh, well, I guess this is spoilers for like a decade-old show at this point. Oh, spoilers, it turns out that she was faking it the entire time. She removed everyone else's cutie marks, but she didn't remove her own cutie mark. And everyone was like, what? But she manages to remove all of the main characters' cutie marks. And then Fluttershy goes undercover to be like, oh, this kind of sounds like a good idea. And she tries to infiltrate, she exposes Starlight. And then I can't remember, like, she steals the main 6's cutie marks. But then like the other villagers get their cutie marks back, so they have to rely on the villagers, and the villagers get back the main six's cutie marks, and then she disappears. Hold on, that's a crazy line. Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. She went hard as a villain. She was like a real threat as well. And then, so yeah, then she like runs away, and everyone's like, oh, we saved it, we saved a day. And then she constantly recurs. You can see her in random places, I think, throughout the rest of the season, just in the background. And then it's like the final 2 episodes. It's about Twilight being like, I swear I just saw Starlight Glimmer, but that can't be, she ran away. And then it turns out Starlight Glimmer was like, hey, you know, I've been working on something in secret this entire time. And then, oh my gosh, Straw Bunny. Straw Bunny raiding with Party 21. Thank you. Like, welcome everyone. I'm sorry, this is going to sound so insane. I'm in the middle of talking about My Little Pony. Bunny raid, Bunny raid. Bunny raid, Banui raid. How do you do shout outs and things? Because I always see people, when people raid, you're going to shout them out. And then it like puts a thing. Is it like, is that automatic? If I don't have it set up, does that work? I don't know. Anyone here, go follow Straw Bunny. I can't believe it. How's this timing worked out? Because don't you always stream after I stream? Because I always feel like, oh, who should I raid? And I look over. Or Straw Bunny playing Straw Bunny's always playing marbles. And it looks like a lot of fun, so. But welcome everyone. I'm drawing the thumbnail art for March. If you'd like to see what it looks like, it's like this. It's a lovely little tea party going on. So I hope you're all feeling very fancy. Pinkies up, everyone. I was in the middle of describing the season 4 finale of My Little Pony Friendship is Magic. Because I have a ridiculous amount of knowledge on that. I have a very high knowledge on random songs through animated shows. But yeah, you're free to welcome to say. It's just a Sunday game. That makes a lot of sense because I only stream on Sundays. So that's why it's always marbles. I wish I could say, but I hope you have a great stream. No. Take your rest. Take your care. Take care of yourself. Have a meal. Have a drink. Have a walk around. Whatever you do. I'm very thankful for whoever you sent along. And I hope everyone here has a nice time. For however long I will stream for. And then we'll pass on the love to someone else. But yeah, welcome everyone. If you have any thoughts about specifically My Little Pony Friendship is Magic, it's the end of time, then this is the time to share it. Otherwise, they're Canadian. Maybe they got affected by daylight saving times or ended earlier than usual. Yeah, when is daylight saving times for the Americas? Have you shifted your clocks forward yet? Are we aligned again, or is it? Feel free to talk about anything else too. That's totally fair. Well, we'll come back to My Little Pony another day. But daylight savings, have people shifted forwards as well? We had this difficulty because I'm from the UK. If you can tell from my accent, that our clock shifted forward before other countries did, and thus there laid an issue where videos and streams will be earlier than usual. Do I think this is too bright a pink? This might be too bright a pink. I'm not really sure. Thankfully, this March is a 5-stream week, so although I will say I'm not sure if I'll be streaming next week. We'll have to find out. But yeah. There was something else I was going to say. Is I watched Project Hail Mary yesterday. That was a fun show, fun movie. I would highly recommend it as a nice sort of popcorn flick, sci-fi popcorn flick. So if that catches your interest, certainly check it out. And I went in completely blind, which I actually think did contribute to the experience. Because at first I was very confused. At first I thought it was going to be like a really dreary, dramatic movie about someone who's by themselves in space the entire time. But it actually is a very heartwarming and surprisingly wholesome movie. Is what I will say without giving away too much about it. So yeah, I don't know if y'all get the opportunity to watch that, go for it. I say. What colour should we make with cake tier thingamajig? I'm not sure. Yeah, Dinex even jumps forward on the 8th. And we can eat. Oh, right, I see. Oh, so was it on the Sunday itself? Or time jumped forward for? Or not? Now I'm just getting confused. Do I want blue and pink? Blue and pink's probably okay. It's probably fine for us to do. Isn't it? Oh, we could make it gold, I suppose. But gold is always really hard, I think, to get the shading of this looking right. I don't know, maybe we should do white instead. The problem is with doing white is that this tablecloth is so bright to begin with that I feel like I need to turn it down its luminosity a bit. Or maybe I should colour shift the bottom one to a different colour. Or maybe we should make a bottom one white. Whoa, wait, that looks a lot better. I like that better. Such is a way of drawing. You have to have a lot of experimentation. Oh, not the turnip pin. So yeah, I'm not sure how much, like, we'll probably go for about half an hour more for anyone who is joining us. Which is half an hour enough time to... What the? Oh, I'm on the wrong layer. Which is hopefully half an hour of enough time to be able to get a decent amount of this artwork done. Whether it will be or not, who knows? Who can say? But we can only see the destination once we are there. But yes, did I talk about myself at all? That's another thing. Like, every time we raid, I note that people always describe their channels and stuff to the raiders. As you can tell, I'm not very good at Twitch. But nah, I don't know. I'm what I say on the tin, I suppose. I like puzzle games, I like story games. I talk about nonsense most of the time. And that's kind of it. We're here for good vibes, we're here for relaxing times, we're here for each other, we're here for the world, we're here to support each other. And let the world sing in perfect harmony. Which I think is a quote from something, but I can't remember. Now, we can't have everything be white on this table, because that will be rather reductive, I think. So we probably need to put some splashes of colour in here. I have to say I like your accent. Thank you very much. No, I believe I have what's called an estuary accent in English, which is halfway between received pronunciation, which is known as a Queen's English, and halfway to Cockney, which I think you'll probably be aware of if you watch anything like Peaky Blinders. Peaky Blinders, that sort of thing. It's probably leaning on the posher side, I would say, of estuary, though. Accents are always very lovely things, though. Seen a few episodes. I haven't seen any myself, to be fair. Like, all these very British shows. Like, the only, like, particularly British shows I watch are, like, the quiz shows and the game shows. Like, University Challenge, I always watch. Well, I haven't watched the most recent seasons, to be fair, but Only Connect. That's one I'm like, I always watch Only Connect. I love Only Connect. Okay, let's do crockery as one thing here. One of my favourite UK accents is a Liverpudlian one. Ah, Liverpool. That sort of accent. I'm not very good at Liverpool accents, so I probably won't try and recreate it any further. I think accents are always very nice, because everyone has like a very different type of accent which they sort of like love to hear. And I'm like everyone else, when you hear that you go like, oh, but I don't have an accent or something. But oh, we can't. No, the sugar bowl should be a different colour. I'm next door to the Scousers. Ah, there you go. You could probably do a much better Scouse accent than I can. I will say though, if we're talking about, it's how they say leather, like lever. I first had the accent in the Yellow Submarine film. Oh. If we're talking about accents I like, I will say that the American accent I like the most is like the Minnesotan accent. Or the like, oh for sure, you betcha sort of thing. That's my favourite American accent. Which, as I understand, is probably not that common, but... But there was this one character in Bugsnax, I've got a name, Triffany, that's it, who has that sort of accent, and I absolutely adore her voice so much. Don't you know? Things like Bugsnax like that don't always come so easily, something like that. Oh, like the Valley Girl talk. No, not quite like the... Well, I mean, maybe it is called Valley Girl. I thought Valley Girl was like the California, like the what's it called? Vocal fry sort of thing. Like the, oh my god. Are you for real? Sort of thing. But no, it's like a, what's that movie with that detective? Fargo, is it? Like that accent. Which is also not one I've seen, but... Yeah, it's an SFE accent. Accents are always such fascinating things. Which is definitely something I feel like we should have done. Because I remember back in school, we had... lots of movies have detectives. You know what? Very true. Fair enough. I remember back in school we had only one time, so it was only for a few weeks. We had a module in our English language class, which was about accents, and it was really such a fascinating module. So I remember one part of it, I think I spoke about this before, like on my channel. Obviously, for those of you who are new here, you don't know. But like we like watched different TV chefs, and we had to like break down the ways and the language they use, what accent they use, to try and like be like, how does this convey their personality and things like that. So things like Gordon Ramsay, of course, uses a lot of like imperative words. He's like, put it in there, cook that, chop. he's very sort of direct with things. Well, Jamie Oliver, of course, he uses a lot more slang. He's a lot more like casual and friendly because he's meant to be like a sort of really like friendly family cook. I mean, you get like Nigella Lawson, obviously, just innuendos every other sentence. I can't remember who else we analysed. Did you watch an episode or two of Doctor Who? I have seen most, I think, of the episodes of the 10th Doctor. So David Tennant, well, first David Tennant era. I've seen a bit of a Matt Smith era, and I don't think I've seen anything from like, what's the 12th Doctor called? I can't remember. I haven't seen the 12th Doctor or Jodie Foster's era or anything. No, actually, I did watch a bit of a 9th Doctor. I don't remember a lot of it though. But yeah, it was mostly the David Tennant era. I've seen a decent amount of. Capaldi, that's it. Thank you. Capaldi's Doctor was pretty great. I have heard that. The general consensus I've heard is that the Doctors have always been pretty good. It's just like the writing went on a really weird direction or something during... I can't remember if it was Jodie Foster's era or if it was Capaldi's era. Maybe both, I don't know. Tennant himself surfaced a few times, definitely when Rose was like, yeah, Benoot and a boot. Kira. Capaldi was awesome. Oh, maybe I should watch a bit of it. Oh yeah, sorry, Jodie Whittaker, not Jodie Foster. sorry, wrong person. I went Jodie and my mind auto completed the rest of it. 9th Doctor was Eccleston. Ah, yes. Well, what's even crazier is like, I feel like I've seen a decent amount of Doctor Who, but did you ever have those Doctor Who trading cards? Or is this just like for my my primary school or whatever? Or elementary school, we had these Doctor Who trading cards which were really popular, and there was some way you could actually play and battle each other with it. Never figured out how, but people would always just be like unpacking them or whatever, and I didn't even know where to get them or whatever, but people would always give me their duplicate cards, so I ended up with like hundreds of these Doctor Who cards for no apparent reason. But the thing I remember is that Rose Tyler, if you got Rose Tyler, boom, that was the best one. Not much merch makes it to the States besides Sonics and other props, so I think that's probably fair. You're missing out on a part of a... This is what it would have been like, had you grown up in the UK with a Doctor Who cards. No one else at school would play Battles in Time. Is that what it was called? Yeah, you must be an even Battles in Time. A bigger fan of it than I was, because even I didn't even know what it was called. I ended up getting a golden Super Roso. Oh my gosh. Bow down. I bow down. You have a superior card collector. Bad wolf, Rose. Bad wolf, bad wolf. Man, that was crazy. I remember being so scared of the national, what do we call it? Vasha Nevada? Something like that. The ones which are in the shadows and they eat your skin or whatever. Those things used to give me nightmares as a kid. Now I'm just reminiscing now of like the other ones I've seen. I also remember the iconic Are You My Mummy episode. Shadow Piranha, Silence of the Library, that's it. That one. The Shadow Piranhas and the Mummy, the gas masks. Forest of the Damned. Oh, look at this. You got the knowledge just like that. This is great. It was always my best thing because I always remember things kind of close, but not always exactly. So it's just like this. I'm like, I can have any reference to Doctor Who. You'll be there. You'll fill in that gap for me. Love that. But yeah, it was those ones. It was the Shadow Piranhas and the gas mask mummies, or whatever they're called. The gas mask episode is the 9th Doctor episode. It's also where Jack Harkness came from. Oh. Well, 2-parter ended great though. The thing which is a little bit sad, because I was very young, I think, when it came out, so I don't really remember it that well. I just remember it, like, in its, I remember its vibe more so than anything else. Hello there, Cats and Jack. Can't stop it. The episode was entirely Jack's fault too. I can't remember any part of that, but I just remember I was at a family friend's house watching it. And I just remember that stare of a gas mask into the camera. And then I kind of remember the ending. When it like lifts a gas mask or something. Oh, how could I forget about the Weeping Angels? The Weeping Angels, that gave me true nightmares as a kid. Just as once everybody lives. I vaguely remember that quote. But I don't remember it well enough to hear it in my head. There's the Doctor Dancers Part 2. Which ones were the Weeping Angels? Or is that Doctor Dancers? I don't know what the delay is on the stream right now, so I don't know if I'm talking to you like 30 seconds in the past. Blink, yes. That one, oh my gosh. The Weeping Angel is too overpowered. True, strong enemy. Any type of those monsters where you have to stare at them to keep them from not moving, very strong. But that episode, those Weeping Angels freaked me the heck out for so long. But I will say, all things considered, they don't give you the worst fate in the world, right? Because they kill you, quote, quote, but it's not they actually kill you. Isn't it like they send you back in time such you die on the day or whatever, soon around the time you got sent back in time? Which, all things considered, is not that bad. Like, it could be worse. Not great. But it's better than outright dying. The fact that it went on without the Doctor present at all was brilliant. I just remember the I don't know if it was quite a cold open. I don't know if you describe it that, but like it opens right with a scene of what, the journalist question mark going into a house, and then she's like peeling off the wallpaper, and then she's like reading the messages, being like, "Run, don't blink, turn around, duck now." Now I'm diabetic. Being sent back in time would kill me very, very quickly. Okay, fair enough. That's a very fair point. Angels send you to a time period where they can feed off your life force. I'm trying to think, like, wait, how far back in time was it? Was it around one lifetime backwards? Time potential energy. I love pseudoscience, like the crazy like sci-fi science. it's so fun to hear about. Like, what does that mean? Time potential energy. Because I'm trying to think if I would die. I don't know if I would die. Well, actually, I do have really bad eyesight, so that's probably not great for me. I could do maths or something. So I haven't been drawing for like the past whatever minutes, but that's fine. I guess I'll continue it next time, to be honest. It's what it's all about sometimes. Sometimes it's about just drawing vaguely something. And then, yeah. What other four? Okay, I'll at least do the chairs while we're at it. Because I don't even know what colour I want the chairs to be. The rules kept changing as they went, but angels kind of sucked later on in the show. The first episode was the best one. I didn't even... Oh yeah, they did come back, didn't they? At least he made progress. That's true. I don't think I want white chairs, but I'm going to keep them white for now because I don't know what other colour would kind of work here. But it's going to make the entire thing seem very flat if I do this. So I'll probably change this. In fact, I'm going to change this now because it doesn't look very good like this. We could do pink. I think that might not also look that good. Yeah, pink and red. Orange? We do like to use pink and orange for these colorations. Or maybe a light blue. We do a light blue. Yes, okay. Let's go for light blue. Like suddenly, that which holds the image of an angel itself becomes an angel. What? Did they just take Manhattan happening there? That which holds the image of an angel itself becomes an angel. Okay, I see. Does that mean like if a camera takes a picture of an angel, the camera is now an angel? That sounds very strong. The Statue of Liberty was an angel, apparently. What? Oh wait, that which holds an image like it looks like an angel. I see. I thought it meant like literally held an image, like digitally. So the Statue of Liberty was an angel? Like the angel of... The picture of an angel is the angel, not the camera. Oh, okay. What? Does it still have the same like powers as the angel? So like, if you look at the picture doesn't move, but if you don't look at it, it can send you back in time? Or the video feed of an angel is also an angel. I will say, that sounds like a cool idea for a monster. But I don't know if it should have been attached to the weeping angels necessarily. But that's like some sort of mimetic virus or something spreading through technology. It's pretty cool as a concept. That is one thing. I absolutely love the sort of sci-fi sort of monsters which come out from these sort of shows. Like, I don't watch Rick and Morty. I don't know, like, basically anything about it. But I do know about the existence of one of their episodes about the mind virus or whatever, which makes up false memories. And I love that as a concept. And it's something which memory plays a big part of my D&D campaign, so I'm sure there must be some sort of influence there. They also just start snapping people's necks instead of feeding off of them because they're sociopaths and enjoy making people suffer. I will say, not to make myself sound like a sociopath, people don't really suffer that much when, like, snapping necks is a pretty quick and immediate death in a lot of cases. I guess not every case, to be fair. It feels like you, like, should set people on fire or something. Okay, I'm not going to go down this rabbit hole any further. We're not here to plan out maximization of suffering. Okay, let's do this. Still don't really like the colour of this, and this rabbit does not even look like that on the chair. I think a tangent might be unavoidable here. Or we can cheat and just make the chair go out even further. Yeah, moving in view of a camera, the audience technically counted as a creature seeing an angel in my head canon at least. What? Moving in view of a camera. The audience technically counted as an angel. That's an interesting concept. The weakest angel episode happened in Jodie's series. I blame Chibnall entirely. Oh, Chibnall. Are they the show writers or showrunners or whatever? It's very SCP coded. I feel like a lot of the Doctor Who enemies, which I mean that's a compliment, I think. I mean, I suppose there is a SCP which you can't look at, or whatever. There must be like some sort of TV tropes about it, or something. Yeah, I'm not sure if I want blue as a colour. What do we... Maybe dark blue's okay. Purple? Oh, red is okay. Green might be okay as well, but I think green on green's too much. I think purple might be okay. Or this sort of like faint red. Maybe we'll keep it at that for now. Yeah, he took over after Capaldi ended and RTD and Moffat left too. Angels and SCP-173 came around the same time, completely coincidentally. Sometimes that just happens, eh? Oh, I didn't draw any of the foreground. Oh, well, whatever. That's fine. Do I want to use a different colour for this? Probably. Ooh, that is not a nice looking colour combo. I want to do this but a darker red, probably. Yes. I only saw 13's first and last episodes as a primer for the 14th Doctor specials. I think one of the 14th Doctor specials. It's a one where they have like clones or something, but the clones are like wrong in some ways. Currently on Who, so if you haven't seen the new ones, I won't spoil. That's okay. I probably won't see them. The one thing about me is I'm very bad at watching TV series and movies and stuff. So it takes me like years to get around to things. But yeah, like I can't remember. It was a really cool concept. I don't remember why it was a cool concept because I can't even remember it properly. Wasn't it like an abandoned spaceship or something? They're trying to mimic, but why are they trying to mimic? And then they trap them in the... I don't know, but there was some really cool moment in that. I can't remember it well enough to even begin to describe it. What was that episode? It was like blue, deep blue or something like that. That's who. Is it called Deep Blue? No, that's a novel. What's that episode called? Blue Yonder? Is that it? Wild Blue Yonder. Messed me up so much because the TARDIS and perspective kept shifting. My arms are too long. There was something really cool which I liked about that episode, like from a conceptual standpoint, but I can't remember what it was now. Back in for a sec. Just remember, did you end up watching Has Been Season 2? I haven't watched Has Been Season 1. I'm sorry to say. I still haven't done that. Never talked about it myself and been a bit since I've seen it, of course. I just know the songs. I just know every song from it. It's very much a psychological horror themed episode. I love my psychological horrors and thrillers, I say, having watched very few of them. I think just conceptually I like them quite a lot. Dum da da dum da da dum da 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 dum. Bum ba da bum ba da bum. But yes. Well, thank you, Raiders, for joining and for sticking around, by the way. We're now in the cooldown moment of a stream where I run an ad and then I also tell people to tell me who I should raid next. So if you have someone to recommend, by all means, do so if they have a similar vibe. I thought you did. No, I haven't. I just know the song so well that I can trick people into thinking I know what happens in Season 2. I have to say, the funniest thing about Jodie regenerating in 14 was that the first thing he did was check his teeth. I will say that there's a... Sorry, well, I was going to run a 1 minute ad break, but then you won't see it. So maybe I'll skip a 1 minute ad this time. It's a generous gift. But there's a very fun only connect question, which was just like, what is the first thing that the doctor does each time after regenerating, or the first line or something. So yeah, let me also see if there's anyone I can go raid right now as well. You heard all the songs though? So stand on the fact that season 2 ones are better than season 1. I have heard all the songs. Yes, does anyone have any raid target recommendations? People really like, who'd be a good person to send over to? Tank sure, we must talk more Doctor Who. Absolutely, feel free. I stream every Sunday. This time slot, well, okay, my time, I normally start at 2 PM UK time to about 5 or 6 UK time, depending on what we're doing. Next week, I'm not actually sure if I'm going to be here streaming or not. So I apologize for that. It's a bit because I know I'm not here on Friday and Saturday. I'm not sure if I'm back in time on Sunday, but we'll see. 7 hours behind you. Okay. Well, just minus 7 hours from whatever I said. What did I say? 2, so I start at 7 AM your time. It's okay. Like, if you're here for a conversation, you should probably come in the last hour or 2 of the stream, because that's when I'm drawing. When I start drawing, that's when the conversation flows. A lot easier. But if you want to watch me play games, hey, sometimes the right conversation comes along too. It's always the first 2 hours I play a random game, and then the last hour is usually drawing, and then it will extend on if I like drawing at that moment, or if we're having a good chat like we are now. But yeah, okay. Sorry, I need to go find someone to raid. Who should we raid? Who should we raid? Anyone I'm following? Is there any Neon Wolf? Should we raid a random person? Let's see. Oh, there was someone I wanted to raid, but I can't remember. I don't know if they're streaming now. I forgot to follow them. I should do that. And there's no way I'm going to find them on time now. Unless I search Twitch history by date. Who was it? Was it this person? I immediately found them again, but not streaming. Okay, wait, I'm going to follow them. I know someone playing Fuga. Why not? I'll take them. If you think we got a nice sort of vibe, we'll send them their way. That's a game I want. Like, Fuga's the one. It's the one where you. It sounds awful, but it's like you send, like children, like child cats or something to war or something, right? Yeah, it's this one. It's on my wish list. I've never played it. Go on. Well, what's her name? Very kids in a tank, yeah. And it's something like they power the weapons or something, so you need to like sacrifice them to do stuff, or maybe not. I can't remember. So maybe this is all spoilers. But let's go check them out. Or like, what is their name? What is their name? Let me peep their channel. Gaming June, the comfiest we haven't hit up before. I'll bring them up. And then I'll do a completely arbitrary who we'll send people over to, based on who is doing something I want to see. Ray Fadisk. Okay. I got an advert. I'm curious about Fuga. Wait, hold on. Okay, let me mute my desktop audio. Let's listen in. Let's see how it's going. Okay, sorry, kind words. You need to get out of here. I don't want this music anymore. What's going on over here? Tree tender. Oh my gosh, too many people. Let's send over to Ray Farisk. I'm interested in watching a bit of Fuga, or however you're meant to say it. We'll say hi. Keep those other suggestions on the back burner, and we'll take a look at them next week as well. Let's go. Let's see what's happening with him. Copenhagen's back too, but might be too hyper. I'll see if this is a game that I want to pick up eventually. Anyway, so thank you very much everyone for coming, for following, for having a good time, for vibing, relaxing. As I say, I stream every Sunday, or try to stream every Sunday. I have a Discord where I post if I'm not able to stream that Sunday or not. Thank you for coming along from raids as well. I hope you enjoy Very Farisk's playthrough of FUGA. Fuga. So thank you all for. Oh wait, I mean I always send a message. I always forget to do this. Thank you for coming along. Let's go. Raid now. Scosh, look, you go. Okay, but stop streaming? No, stop streaming. Stop streaming.
Expedition. Ruin Shrine of the Forest God.
Oh.
Oh, hello.
Hello. Japanese translation here. Ah, there's an advert. Oh no. Okay, I'll stop recording.